Hello, hello, everyone. How are you all doing on this Sunday? Welcome in, Lior, and congratulations on being first. Actually, I don't have the message anymore. I should add that. I don't have the message anymore that says you have been first for blah, 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 blah amounts of time. I should add that back. I don't know. Welcome in, Ryukube. Excuse you? A 10 out of 10 sassy? As a start. Well, excuse you. The audacity. Hold on. The audacity. What? And then I get a 1 out of 10? What is this? A 6 isn't bad, Leon. Look at my 1. Oh. I would like to say I had a stressful weekend, but that's not even true. Considering my weekend started at Thursday. But I was sick for 2 days. I didn't work. I was sick. I was just, down. I couldn't do anything. I needed to relax. And then yesterday I was invited to my family's, which was like an amazing gathering of just, my family. But they always bring the best food to eat. I do feel better now. I just needed 2 days off and 2 days of just laying around and not doing anything. And that kind of helped. I just had like a very bad headache. I don't know. I'd like to say I was sick. I don't like to blame it on anything else. I was just sick, And then today I did work a little bit, which fried my brain. I am very tired because I did so much thinking today that my brain is basically fried. Somehow I'm very tired. Why though? Did you do anything special? Didn't you sleep that? Did you do party this weekend? I don't know. I didn't even go to bed that late. I mean, late in terms of midnight, which is late for my age. No kidding. It's late for me. For me being a young grandma. Not actually a grandma. But I don't know. I don't know actually. Oh, I mean, sometimes it's also, you usually, hold on, I'm trying to think of words. If you had a bad night, like if you didn't sleep that well, you usually feel the tiredness 2 days after. So you don't feel the tiredness that day. Well, it depends also, but I feel like when I didn't sleep that well, if it's just one night, I usually feel the tiredness a day after, like not the day that I didn't, like not the first day when I wake up, but the day after. That's where like it hits. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't have enough sleep. So I usually feel it like that. I don't know, but to be fair, today I was also like, let's be comfy. So I'm in my PJs. I slept from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. last night. Is that a lot? That's not a lot. Hold on. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 hours. That's not a lot. Well, maybe it's a lot to you. I need at least 8 on a weekday and preferably 9 to 10 on the weekends. I don't know. But I need a lot. I need a lot. I don't know. I feel like it's different, no? But I also know that sleep, like, the amount of hours someone has really depends. Like everyone needs different amount of hours. And I am not 100% sure. And I also don't know if it would matter. But I feel like I read somewhere that technically women need more sleep. But honestly, I think it's very personal. Andrew, hello, welcome in. How are you doing on this Sunday? I think it's the same time as, I always forget. I feel like we talked about it. We have the same time zone. So how are you doing on this Sunday evening? I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Somehow it doesn't make sense to me that we have the same time zone because you're so far away, like distance-wise. So in my brain, it's just not logical that we have the same time zone. I don't know. It's just illogical, unlogical. What? Welcome in, Cass. I hope you're doing great on this Sunday. Well, thanks. Glad to hear that. I like how I bubble about, like I talk about our time zones. And you're just like, I'm doing great. Oh, I am. I don't know. I can't even tell if I'm tired. I'd say I'm cozy today, which is a weird thing. And you know, cozy on my level, not cozy on a normal level, because we all know that's not my cozy. I'd say I'm normal for a no, I am as calm as a normal person usually is, and that's like my coziness. Talking about time zones, I think my time zone is 1 hour ahead, or like for me it's 8 right now, like 8 in the evening. Well, 8 and 10 minutes, but you know what I mean. It's like 8 in the evening for me. I don't know what time zones you have. It's 9 p.m. here. Oh, so you're an hour ahead. Interesting. I don't get time zones. Like I get them, but I forget them also. For example, a friend of mine, Lisba, that most of you know, her time zone is like one behind or ahead. Darn it, now I forgot. I think she's an hour ahead too. And then she's like, you guys have the same time zone. And then she's something like, yeah, I'm gonna stream at 5. And then she streams at 4. And I'm like, excuse you, why are you streaming at 4? You said you stream at 5. But it's just because of the science time zone. And I'm so confused about it. I'm like, excuse you, how dare you? Like it's not the same but similar. Okay. Well, today we're doing a just chatting stream again, continuing the 36 questions that we had already. Like I think we did up to like question 20, 21. I don't remember correctly. And we're not really like continuing it. Like we are continuing it, but it takes a while. Like I was like, okay, 2 streams. That's the 3rd stream. And we're at like question 20 of 36 questions, which means we did about 10 questions a stream, which is crazy to me. Like I know I talk a lot, and I know my chat is also very open to answer the questions. What are these questions actually? Technically, in, I don't know when, let's just say 2016. I don't know if that's true. At one point in our lives, there was a trend. The New York Times shared a few questions, like 36 questions, and those questions were like made. So when 2 people, let's say two people have a blind date and they do all these questions, they're more likely to fall in love. And there were full-on shows about that in YouTube's, and if you put in 36 questions to fall in love, you can watch literally YouTube shows about it and stuff. And I'm obviously not looking for love, but I really like the questions in terms of, I really like deep questions. And that's kind of the goal of it. The goal of it is not to have very specific questions in terms of these are the correct questions. It's more like they have questions to get on a deeper level, to like really hear. You don't really ask, okay, what's your favorite color, and how many sisters or how many siblings do you have, or what job do you have. It's more things like very deeply, like what do you value the most, what would you do if, what were the questions? They were like very different questions to get to know a person on an emotional level. It's like hard to say, and I think it's so funny because I watched a show that actually got recommended by someone that joined my stream once, which is Bodies. And there was a scene where a girl started to talk about her hamster and how she lost everything because of that hamster, and because of that she shared an emotional story, and that emotional story will lead to that person that actually had to kill her. It's getting brutal, I know, to have an emotional bond to her and not do it. So the goal is to have like a very close connection. I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, listen, I don't know correctly, but technically it's just to form a bond. And that's how I meet people in general. Like when I meet someone, either at a party or anywhere, I usually hate the, hey, how are you doing? How, I don't know, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I want to know, what do you think about the universe? Do you think there's multiverse possible? Or at anything, like anything I could think of that feels more deep than just, what's your current job? Well, I didn't know about that because I was 11 or 12. I also don't know if it was that big of a thing. I just know I remember it, and I like the questions. And I used to do them, I think, at Valentine's Day a few years back. And I was like, hey, you know what? Let's do them again, So that's like the start of it. So every question I have, or you're going to see them here. And they're always written here while I answer them. And we usually have like we start that question and then we kind of do a loop around other topics. And then at the end, we end back on that question usually. That's also the goal. Like it's totally fine to get out of these questions. It's also fine for chat if you want to ask any other questions. As long like there's questions that I'm just not gonna answer, but you know what? You can ask them. I'm gonna be like, that one, no. But in general, like the goal is to have like as many questions as you like just answer. I also think that's like, for me, that was an easy start to get into just chatting, because the thing that stresses me the most in just chatting is not knowing what to talk about, which sounds ironic, I know, because I keep on I've been talking for 10 minutes about the questions only. We didn't even start the questions. But I also thought as soon as those are done, I'm gonna do a very risky move for me to also have like streams where I didn't prepare questions, and then kind of be like streaming until I run out of topics. I don't know. But yeah, that's like basically the goal. So I'd say let's jump into the questions and see what the next question is, which is: alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items. See, that one is basically based on you have spoken to someone, you already answered 22 questions for each other. So answer the question of your partner, which I don't have, or which obviously, well, basically chat is, or kind of isn't. So it's just going to be like 5 positive characteristic of chat. Hi, Lilura, welcome in. How are you doing? You mean you need to name 5 items? Yeah, let's say you have like, I will go for chat. For example, what do I like about chat? I like how positive you guys are. I like how supportive you guys are. I like how funny you guys are. Sometimes I have the best jokes because you come up with the best puns. Well, that's technically another one. I like the puns you made because a lot of you make a lot of good puns. And the 5th one, I feel like I don't know what I should put in. No, but there's so many. And they're all like, because it's harder to go on, like, if I would do singular persons, which I want to avoid, it's harder to go on like in total. What are you guys as a chat, as a characteristic? I'm good, how are you? I'm doing very good. A little bit tired, but otherwise good. I feel like I just wanted to ask you, how was the cheesecake? The cheesecake brownies, but I already asked that, sorry. I was like, how was it? I already know the answer. But Leo, you don't need to name 5 items. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. You can say you name 5 things of chat, like what do you like about our community? 5 things you like about a community or something. You also can say you want to, I don't know, put 5 characteristics in of your sister or of your, I don't know, of your best friend. I feel like that's the cool part. You can literally, you just have to tweak the questions a little bit, but you can literally like put anyone you want in there. You can also have a movie character that you really like. Sadly, no brownies anymore, but I learned how to do potato puffers. Wait, are potato puffers the one that have like a nice shape and then you put them into the air fry or into the oven and then they like have a little crust? Are those the potato puffers? Because those are cool. That's so cool. I want to learn them too. They're so delicious. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, the potato puffers. I'll say anything about the community. I'll say a thing about the community streams. 1, they're good vibes in chat. See? Yeah. 2, I love Breath of the Wild streams. Great. And 3, in general, all the streams are funny. That's amazing. 4, I'm happy to be part of the community. Aww. And 5, baking streams are awesome. Aww. See, that's exactly what we want. That's what I mean. You can, even if you don't want to talk about community stream or about me, you can literally choose. I'm not going to be like, hey, but you know what? Those are the best answers you could have given. The best answers. I really appreciate those answers though, Lior. I really appreciate them. Also, if you want to, you can check out the link with all the questions. But as I said, the questions are always also shared on screen. So yeah. Are we already ready to jump on to the next question? For those who still want to answer the first question, feel free to still share it in chat. I don't mind. I can always like come back to that. What are we though? 23. 23. 23, my favorite number. Really? Mine is 7. I love 7. How close and warm is your family? Warm. Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's? Oh, that's a heavy question. That question. Also, there's like one rule. If you feel like it's a topic that's very trauma heavy for you, maybe don't share. Like you can still say, oh, my childhood wasn't that happy or oh something, but if it's too heavy for chat, maybe we're just, you know, either you're not saying anything or I don't know. But I'd say for me, my family is very close-knit and very warm, even though warm is like a weird thing for me to say. But we're very, like, when I grew up, I always had a very close relationship to my family, especially to my mom. I never lied. Still don't. I don't lie to my mom. Like, there wasn't any sneaking out of the house. There wasn't any, you know, secrets with any, you know, crushes or I don't know what. I even, to an extent of what, like, you know what? I was a very nice kid or a nice teenager in terms of I didn't smoke. I didn't really take excessive alcohol or any drugs or nothing. And the trust was so high that I had to hide some cigarettes of a friend because they couldn't bring them home because it was a problem. I literally brought them home, put them on top of my desk in my room. Everyone could see. I talked about it while like at our dinner table. I was like, you know, that the cigarettes that are on my desk, those are not mine. I just have to hide them for a friend. That's like the level of trust we had at home and still have, I'd say. We're very close-knit. The only thing I think we have a little bit is, but that's more the bigger part of the family, we don't always talk about everything. Sometimes we keep on, you know, putting stuff under the pillow, or how do you call it? Like, keeps stuff behind closed doors? I don't know. Something like that. Well, I feel my childhood was full of ups and downs, but in general, my childhood was very good. I made a lot of friends, and I'm still in contact with part of them. The part of my childhood, if my childhood was happier than other people's, I'd answer the same as Lior, a lot of ups and downs. The thing is also, I don't remember a lot of my childhood, but the parts I remember are like very happy moments and very sad moments, and I'd say, I can't even say if my childhood was happier or less happy because I feel like a lot of us have like happy moments and sad moments. Maybe not everyone. I'm sure there's kids or there's people that had only sad moments or more sad moments than happy moments. But I'd say like in total of remembering, because I barely remember anything, I had a good mix. I had a good mix. So I am not, though I'm not in contact with a lot of my friends, I gotta say, or more like I have a lot of changing of my friends because, and that's nothing negative, I am just a very heavy personality and not everyone can handle that. So a lot of people are at the beginning are like, wow, you're so cool, I'd like to be friends with you. And then after like a few days, months, years depending, they're like, you're always like that, I can't. Let's just say there were warm and cold days, yet I remember the cold days easier. Isn't that normal? Like, not that there's warm and cold days or whatever, but isn't it like in general that you remember negative things heavier than positive things? like, let's say someone you were very close with, you have like there were so many positive memories. It only needs like one negative memory to kind of destroy that trust or something to that person, even though there were a lot of positives. So somehow, and I'm not saying that this is a bad thing or something. I don't remember much of my childhood anyway. Same, but I feel like we as humans have the tendency to focus more on the negative. I don't know. Somehow. So maybe there were lots of good days, yet the bad days overrun it. But that's very sad. Like, it's sad that the bad days have to overrun something. And I understand, I'm not saying that it's a problem for you. It's just sad for you. One negative memory I have: when I was 5, I pushed one of my best friends and he was hurt. Oh no! You know what's the worst? I see that this is a negative memory, but imagine 5-year-old Lior being like, and then the best friend, and I mean, I just, or pushed, oh, it's pushed, but though I was like punched, and it was like, like a little punch in the belly as a 5-year-old. Kind of sounds cute, I'm sorry. I imagine it was very hard for you. I just, you know, in my brain I had like a cute little Lior being a little grumpy. I'm sorry. Let's just say I'm not violent anymore. That's good. That's good to know. Okay, let's jump to the next question then. 24. How do you feel about your relationship with your mother? Ooh. I am lucky enough to have a good relationship with my mom, like a very good relationship. As I mentioned before, I jumped, that's my problem. I jumped to the question without knowing that there was a next question, being that I share everything with my mom. Like, she basically knows everything. Not always, like, obviously because I moved out and I don't live at home anymore, and I also forget to call every now and then. She doesn't know everything all the time, but when I see her, she like gets up to date. But I'd say my relationship with my mom is pretty good. My relationship with my dad is a bit less, but not like less in terms of we had fights. We're just too much the same person, I'd say. And being the same person can be so hurtful. Well, no, not hurtful, but it's just, we're both stubborn. We both don't like to apologize. We both like to fight. We both don't listen. So we're basically the same person. So I have a bit of a less close relationship to my dad because of that. We're just the same person. But yeah, personality-wise, I for sure have more of my dad. I feel like my relationship with my mom is not that good in the last 8 months. But I hope I will improve the relationship with her in the future. I'm sure you will. Like, there's always phases. I had phases where I was less close with my mom. Then I have phases I was closer. And it can always swap, obviously. But if you're like, if both, let's say it that way. If both sides are willing to have a closer relationship with each other, I'm sure it'll work. If one of the sides doesn't want to, out of whatever reason, it's going to be harder, I'd say. But yeah, it really depends. That's a hard question. I understand. I also think I probably have a positive, you know, I have like a pot, or what do you call it? I'm ahead of you guys because a few years ago, I already answered all those questions. And I think in total, those questions have been such an active thing for me. In total, I answered those questions about like 5 times. I keep on forgetting them. I don't have a good memory. But I feel like I answered those questions so many times. Like, I don't know how to explain how I see it as. You don't have to. If you want to, you can. You can also try to make like an analogy. Is that the correct word? To be like, that's how I see it, or that's how I don't see it. I don't know. But yeah, that's like I don't know. I feel like the next question, by the way, which is 25, is make three true we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling ... I feel like that question we're gonna skip because first of all, I don't know what they want from me. And second of all, it seems like a very two people question. So I'll just skip it. I don't know. So let's do 26, which is complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share. Honestly, I wish I had someone with whom, actually, I don't even know. That's, well, I mean, obviously this is made for like singles trying to find someone. So there's probably something like, oh, I wish I had someone with whom I could share my deepest secrets, or I wish I had someone with whom I could share, you know, like going to travel with each other, or I don't know. And for me, it's like, well, I have everything I want. I have a partner I could share stuff with. I have friends I could share stuff with. I have streaming and chat I could share stuff with. But I feel like if I could share stuff, it would be so cool that when I do the baking stuff, that I could like share this stuff with you. So I could, you know, just go through screen and be like, here you get a cookie, here you get a cookie, here you get a cookie. I wish I had someone I could share my interest with. Wait, don't we have similar interests? Excuse you? Wait, what are your interests? Or what kind of interests? I feel like someone, and more in terms of friendship, I have a lot of friends that don't live close to me. So for example, I wish I had more friends close to me that want to go shopping with me, because most of my friends live closer, so I live farther away. So I have friends that love to go shopping with me, they're just not close to me. Or I think one bigger one for me is I wish I had someone in my life that would push me a bit more with music. Like I always wish to have like a friend that was like open to either write music together or just, you know, jam together, which is basically by the way very hard to do online, like with friends that you, or over the phone or stuff because of delays. But otherwise, like I really think that's something I care about. I wish I had someone with whom I could share my hobbies and feelings, basically video games. Fair. We do have the same interest, yes. See? Problem solved. I feel like, am I easy to have the same interests with because I have a lot of interests? I don't know. I mean, I do have a lot of different interests, but I'd say I'm more of the creative person and I'm less of a sporty person. Like if you're gonna be like, oh, I wish Xvilla would love more sports, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I won't. I don't like sports. Or at least I don't like sports that much that I keep on talking about it. But like music or art, anything, I feel like I can connect. But yeah, I think I don't like sport as well. Like it's not that I hate it. Actually, no, I hate it. I tried to do it, but I hate it. I don't even know why. I feel like I hated group sports because I was always bad at that, and I always felt very uncomfortable if one of the people in the group sports was like really wanting to win. And because they really wanted to win, I felt like bad because I was sometimes the person like holding the winning bag, like not able to help to win. And it felt like they were mad at me. So I hate sport. I hate group sports. And then I kind of put that on every sport, that I am like not good at sports, which is not true, but you know how brains work. It's more like I want to be able to talk more about it with people because of bad experience that friends literally always stop talking to me stopped me talking because they didn't care. We have to be in a call at one point. Right? I would stop you talking, but more like I would talk over you, and I gotta be very honest to you. What I learned, like a lot of my introvert friends told me, they literally had to learn to just talk over me and, you know, like take the main stage, because I don't do it on purpose and I don't do it in a mean way, but I just like to be like, really, well, the thing is, and that's apparently for neurotypical people, that's very brutal and very rude. But let's say you share something let's say you share a negative experience of you struggling in sports because group sports was bad. And for me then, to show you that I understand, that I deeply understand what you mean, I'm gonna share my experience of that. Not to be like, I had that too, I am such a poor soul, but more like, me too, I understand you. So I keep on taking the stage, taking the attention and be like, oh, you know what, me too. But a lot of people are then like, excuse you? What, like, why are we talking about you now? We were talking about me. And I'm like, well, yeah, I am sharing. I'm connecting. My main sport interest is Zelda. Really? It was a joke in fact. It was a joke in fact. But I used to do sports, but now, no, but I feel like I do interrupt people, but I usually don't mean it in a bad way. But you can tell when I don't listen. You can tell. You can literally, like, you can see it in my face. Even though it's weird, because if I use something like this, or I look away, it looks like I don't listen, but I do listen. But sometimes if you know me well enough, you can literally see it in my face that I'm like, it goes in here and out here. And it's not even that I don't care. Sometimes my brain is just too tired to listen. I don't know. We'll be back in a few seconds, sure. But yeah. But yeah, Lulura, we gotta be in a call at one point. I am pretty sure you can share your interests with me, even though we don't always play the same games. I know you play a lot of like Honkai, whatever, Genshin Impact, and I don't like play all of these games. But otherwise, I feel like we can connect. Okay, what's the next question? Okay. I only do that when I have nothing else. No, we have to play games together anyway. 27. If you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him, her to know. Okay, that one question, just imagine you would change it to, if you were going to become a close friend with someone, please share what would be important for them to know. Also, you can tell that this is an old one because they're for him to or her instead of like them. I only do them when I play nothing else. Yet not all of them because I don't like all. Fair. I feel like that's a hard one. Well, I think what's important to know is, maybe it's just because I talked about that, but it's literally the fact that I talk over you. I am very dominant as like a personality. I most of the times need to be right. If I'm not well, there's a chance I accidentally ghost you. That's fair. That I understand. Honestly, same. That's a good answer. Yeah, you're right. Mine would be probably more, there's a big chance that I don't answer you within 3 months. But I still care about you. Because I still have like, I actually have a message of someone, like a long one, that I haven't answered for like a year. A year. I haven't answered a friend in a year. And now it's so long that I keep stressing about it. If I would have a partner someday, it's important for me to let them know that I'm a little shy. Aww. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But I think for me, it's also important, like, even like the fact of the out of sight, out of mind thing, which is for me so extreme that I completely forget that people exist if I don't have contact with them. And it's not that like I forget about them, but as soon as I know they exist again, as soon as I like get a little reminder either by phone or something, they're still important to me. I just completely forget, you know? I just completely forget. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that's a good thing to know. Oh, that one we're gonna skip. The 28 is, tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time. Say things that you might not say to someone you've just met. So I feel like we're gonna skip that because There's not really a partner next to us or anything. I don't have a partner. Yeah, that's what I mean. A partner in terms of, keep in mind, those questions are made for two people just meeting each other and getting to know each other. Okay, and that one is, you know what? That one we're gonna just change. It's gonna share with Chad an embarrassing moment in your life. Badoons. Changed it. An embarrassing moment in my life. Oh. What is an embarrassing moment in my life? Like, there's a lot, don't get me wrong. But what is worth to tell? What embarrassing moment is worth to actually talk about? I don't know. I feel like I tripped on a wire out while walking to school for my brother. It looked like I just vanished. What? I tripped on a wire out while walking to school for my brother. It looked like, oh, for him it looked like it just vanished. My mom caught me naked when I was 14. Fair. I don't know. I feel like for me, a very embarrassing moment that I remember was I was in school and I had to like bring a paper to my teacher. So it was like starting to walk, next to all the desk aisles, or like the aisle between the desks. And then I literally tripped over one of like my schoolmates' backpack and like fell flat on the floor. That was for me being like, I don't know, what was I, 14, 15? That was very embarrassing. Like in front of in front of the whole class, being just flat out tripping over something that, I don't know. I feel like somehow, weirdly enough, that was like a memory that stayed in my mind for so long. And every time I'm like, oh yeah, that one happened. You have another one? Well, do tell. What else? Most things I forgot, I'd say. I'm pretty sure there's more embarrassing moments, but I forgot. Oh, I know one. Even though I think it's very funny, but technically I should have been embarrassed. I accidentally called my teacher grandma. Aww. There was once when I was in vacation in Spain, there was like a pool, and that pool had like pillars outside, like in the pool, like a little path. That were like that big of pillars, like you could stand on top, so you could like go from pillar to walk kind of over the pool. And little old me thought, yay, pillars, let's jump from one pillar to the other and then get faster and faster every time I do it, which I did, until at one point I didn't hit the pillar. I fell into the pool. So I was like soaking wet, and it was like right before we had to get dinner there. So I was like soaking wet eating dinner. And we all had it, we all seen it coming because it's pillars. I am clumsy. I would have fallen in. That was obvious, but it happened. Also, I have a different one about me being clumsy. There was like, we were with the family. We were doing a trip. I got hit by bird poop while on the swinging. Oh no! That's something that never happened to me, and I'm like, I should touch wood. I don't know if that's the thing you guys say in English, but in German you say that to be like, I hope it don't happen, but I hope that never happens to me. I'm always scared walking under trees because I was like, oh, birds can be up here. But like a different one was once when we were with the family, we went like hiking, and there was like a river next to it, and that river had like a tree trunk. Well, actually no, it's just a tree that was cut or that fell down and was like a little bridge over the river. And like my uncle went over it, like go to the other side and then came back. My cousin went over it, got to the other side and came back. And then I was like, you know what? I can do that too. And I did. I went over. I came back. the last meter of me getting there, I slipped because the whole thing was wet and slippery. Right into all, like, it was like the river end, and it was like full of, what are those called? Hold on, I need to Google the word. I'll tell you. Nettles? Apparently it's called nettles. I don't know if that's true. It's like a plant that, like, with full of leaves, and if a leaf like hits you, it's very itchy. So that one happened, so I fell in, and then my dad had to like scoop me out up there because I couldn't get out anymore. I was very little, and I did everything everyone else did. Like, I had to impress everyone all the time. I remember another one, will do tell. A bird pooped on my shirt when I was on my way to a family event. Never happened to me. The pooped on the shirt never happened to me. But we once with friends sat on like a riverside, and literally the one friend that sat next to me got hit by a poop bird. So I was like, lucky it out. Like, it just didn't hit me, but it did hit. I don't know, okay? Oh, I don't know if there's any other embarrassing moments I had. I mean, there for sure were, like, but some that I can remember. That was the thing I remembered, actually. Oh, the bird pooped on your shirt was that a bird pooped on your shirt when you were on your way to a family event. Oh, it's always like, it's never when you're going home to somewhere, right? It's always at the start or in the middle of something. It's never like, oh, you're walking home and going to shower anyway. It's like somewhere in between. Also, I don't know if that's a thing, but apparently if bird poop lands on your head, you should technically wait till it's dry so it's easier to get out. Because if you have it wet and try to get it out, you're just like kind of rubbing it into your hair even more. I don't know if it's true. I never tried it. If that ever happens to you again, feel free to tell me. I would love to know. Okay. Next question, which is, I feel like maybe that's not a question everyone feels comfortable to answer. I don't mind. When did you last cry in front of another person, and when did you last cry by yourself? I just recently watched, no, actually, yesterday or today, I don't remember if it was today or yesterday, the show I basically binge watched, which is Bodies, had a very sad scene. A very, very sad scene. I don't even know which scene, what scene it was, but that was so sad, so I cried. And obviously, like, my boyfriend was there, so he saw me cry, which I don't mind. So that was the last time I cried in front of another person. And I think the last time I cried on my own was also because of a movie, which also wouldn't have mattered, but my boyfriend wasn't here, so I just cried on my own. But I don't think, like, I used to feel very uncomfortable with crying and didn't like when people saw me cry. But these days, I don't mind it that much anymore. Like, I'm more open to be able to share emotions. So it's like easier for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm like the only one. I don't know. But, or maybe it's like a rare thing. But I feel like it gets easier to cry in front of other people's. It also depends on what. I feel like I'm also crying more of positive things. Like, I'm happy tears. I have more often than I had when I was younger. In front of someone, I don't know, maybe around 3 years ago. But by myself a few days ago. Ooh. I feel like, I don't know. Last time I cried when someone saw me was 5 days ago. By myself was 3 months ago. Oh, that's interesting. I like the swap. You can be like, by myself or 3 months ago. That's a long time. But to be fair, I haven't, like, outside of movies, I haven't really cried in a while, I'd say. Sometimes when I don't have enough sleep, I cry a lot. More like the typical thing, like a little kid. A little kid that didn't have enough sleep, now is just whining and grumpy and crying. That's me when I don't have enough sleep. Honestly, I am the grumpy person. But yeah, I'm not that emotional. For me, it depends. it literally depends on the day and the week. Sometimes I'm very emotional, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I can watch a show and just cry, and sometimes I can watch it and be like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'd say, but I do say I am more open to let emotions in than I used to, I'd say. But also, I am happier than I used to be. So I think it's easier to let emotions in if they're more positive. But yeah, I don't know. When I was 11, there was a specific episode of SpongeBob that broke me every single time. Oh no, what happened? I cried by myself because I visited my old workplace and was there to say goodbye to the kids. They are now going to kindergarten. I never cry in front of them. Aww. Oh, but that's adorable. Oh no. It was 6 kids, so it was emotional because I knew them since day one. Okay, I understand. That is very emotional. I don't think I had like a emotional to me reason of crying in a while, but maybe I just don't remember. But I don't think I, like, show-wise, yeah, there's a lot. And I also remember the first show I watched where I was just like sobbing, which was like, I think When a Man Loves a Woman, which was about like a woman getting addicted to alcohol, and that kind of, you know, let's say destroyed a little bit of their like relationship. And I think there was also a moment where the mom like hit her kid, and somehow, even though we, like, me as a kid, or even as an adult, I never experienced like physical hurts. Like, my family, we didn't even yell at home, which is amazing for growing up. Weird because you cannot handle fights. When someone yells at you, like when someone yells at me, because I'm not used to yelling at, or I'm not used to people yelling at me, I just freeze. Because I'm like, why the heck are you so mad at me? But that hurt me so much. Like, seeing the kid, like, maybe it was also the emotions that were well played. Like, I haven't really watched the movie in a while, but that was such a good movie. That was, for a long while, it was my favorite movie. Like, it was the episode that Gary left SpongeBob. Oh no! I've never seen SpongeBob. I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, I know that Gary is like the cat of SpongeBob, which is also a snail, but I've never really watched it. The moment that broke me was when Gary returned to him. Aww. Actually, never mind. Last time I cried in front of someone was 1.5 years ago. Also at my old workplace. I was crying together with my colleagues of my group. Aww. Oh, never mind. No, I get the story. But yeah, I do. When I see the emotions of people on stream, on video, I do cry a lot too. Like, that gets me most of the times. But also happy tears. Like, I can also cry happily for something on screen. I don't know. But like, privately, like for a reason outside of movies, I don't remember when the last time was that I cried. I feel like maybe because of my old workplace, because I really hated it there, but I don't remember crying. We were crying because we had a stressful work time and we're standing together, thanking each other for helping each other through all. It was a circle of 5 adults just crying. Oh no! When I cried in the movie Turbo. It's an animated movie. Do I know Turbo? I don't think I know that movie. Hold on. Movie Turbo. Oh, I never seen it, but I see the image. It's like snails. It's racing snails, right? I was 9. Oh yeah, and Encanto makes me cry too. Encanto is such a good movie. If anyone like wonders, I really like Encanto. Just saying. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't remember crying. I remember though, and I don't even know why I cried back then, but when I was in, let's call it high school. I don't know how school works in America. I'm just guessing it's the same as in Switzerland. But when I was in high school, we went to like a getaway, or like a, whatever it is called. Basically, like the whole class goes somewhere together, like goes in a different place for like a few days. And usually there's like the who gets into a room with whom. And somehow, a trip, thank you. Yeah, we did a trip. And somehow, I was really not happy with the group I got placed in. And I don't even know why. Like, and then I just started crying. 14-year-old me, maybe 15, I don't remember, crying. And like everyone was like literally not understanding what the problem was. I still don't know what my problem was, honestly. And everyone was trying to help me. And I was just crying in front of the whole class, which was rare for me. I don't know why I lost emotions back then. But yeah, that was like where I cried in front of a lot of people out of sadness. Apparently, that was the thing. In every school trip I had, I was with my friends. Well, it doesn't always work like that. Yes, it does work, but sometimes you're more, so you have to put, like, let's say you're a friend group of 4, but there's only six rooms of 6. So one of the friend groups has to split or something, and that's always like the hard thing. But again, I don't remember exactly what was the reason for me. So it is what it is. But yeah, I was with 4 or 5 other friends. Well, if you're 5 and the rooms are only 4, someone has to be left out, or you have to do like a 2 and 3 thing, and then other people have to do a 2 and 3 thing. It's always complicated, As a young adult, it's always complicated. Okay. The next one would be tell your partner something that you like about them already. And I feel like we kind of answered that with the one where we said say 5 things you like about about your otter, and I said 5 things about Chad. So okay. So next question is maybe a little bit of a heavy question. It depends how we answer it. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? Honestly, I have a story about that, and I did not think that's funny. And someone made a prank. When I was 16, my back then best friend made a prank that, how do I want to tell that? Basically, my best friend wrote me that something bad happened, and then they sent me a picture of their girlfriend with like a little belly, telling me that the girlfriend's pregnant. And I was literally about to drop because with 16, and they were like, it was basically, they're saying it was an accident, and they kind of weren't ready for that, but also like we're open, I don't know. And I was like literally about to drop everything to go like be there for my best friend, be there for them, see how they are continuing, what are we gonna do, anything. And then, me, adrenaline, like the pulse of like 160, by the way, also in the middle of the night, right before I wanted to go to sleep. And then, I was ready to do everything, Googled stuff and things. And after, I feel like 2 hours of me not getting sleep because I stayed awake for them, it was like, oh, by the way, it was just a joke. And I was like, that's not something you joke about. Being pregnant and choking, like, I don't know. I feel like that was not funny. And I feel like that's too serious to be joked about. It's like, don't make a joke about being pregnant. Just don't. It can happen. You can get pregnancy scares. That's fine. But don't joke about it purposefully. Don't prank, I feel like. For me, it's too serious to make a joke about my dog who passed away in 2016. I understand that. But for me, it was really like, because that happened once. For me, that was really the story. Don't joke about that. I don't know. Just don't. That was like the biggest thing. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not really someone for dark humor, to be honest. But I get that some people like it. That is not a subject to joke about. I agree. But there's people who do dark humor, as long as it's not people involved. Like, I don't really think they're funny, but I'm okay with dark humor if it's like a joke. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you a joke, and that's a joke. And they're not like pranking or trying to tell you something bad happened. I don't mind it that much most of the time, I'd say. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, like, especially, it also depends if it's like in private and with someone or on stream. On stream, I just decide to take most things serious. Hi, Marshmallow Gamer, welcome in. If you want to know what we're doing, we're currently kind of answering 36 questions to fall in love, which was a big thing back in the days. I don't know how long ago. You know, back in the days when I was a teenager. And we usually answer the question we have on top of here if you like want to share your thought about it. I don't know what else to say. That's like it. But also I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I feel like there's always also talking about serious topics. I'm pretty sure everyone has like a different baseline or a different that's too much thingy. Like, there's people who joke about things that I'm like, don't joke about that. And there's people that don't, like, I don't know, you're semi-stressed right now. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope your stress goes away quickly. I hope you get, like, the stress away. So yeah, let's, I guess, move on to the next question. Oh, that one is a heavy one. Don't take it too heavy. Okay, guys, don't take it too heavy. You know the rule. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most... Oh, you can't even see the whole thing. I'm sorry. What would you regret? What would you... That's a heavy one. That's such a heavy one. I'm making a website and currently it's all over the place. So tomorrow I'm going to do some cleaning on my code and see if it's even possible to clean up. You know what? I like to say same, but I'm not coding right now. But today, like, I made a web design, and now today I learned that the way I wanted to do the design didn't work. So tomorrow I have like to completely scratch the whole design and do it again. I actually don't think anything, I believe. Like, you haven't... Same, actually. I don't regret having anything not said to someone. I would regret not telling my mom about I love her. Laura, why don't you, like, if she's home, why don't you go down and tell her that you love her? She'll love it. She'll appreciate it. Maybe she's not home right now. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Next time you see her, okay? Think about it. But I'll tell her. I'm glad that you do. I feel like maybe a thing I'd regret that I didn't do yet, but I'm not ready yet. I kind of have like a little bit of a fight going with my sister, but we're both still a little bit emotional, so I think it takes a while until we're both ready to like sit down and talk to each other. But I feel like we still know we love each other, and it's not something that we're holding against each other. It's more like something that's a little bit in between us and that I want to talk about, but I also know right now I wouldn't be ready for it, and I think it's the same for her. So it's like fine. But I think maybe that one would be a topic I would regret not talking about. But honestly, no, I wouldn't regret it. The only thing that is only a secret to my parents, yet I wouldn't regret not telling them. Huh? The only thing that is only a secret to my parents, yet I wouldn't regret not telling them. It's just me being bi. Oh, wait. That's the only secrets to your parents, but you wouldn't regret not telling them. Oh, so you wouldn't mind not telling them. I mean, if it's not, like, I kind of see why, honestly. I kind of understand. I see what you mean. Oh, that one is a good one, though. The next one. And I feel like if any of you is going to say the computer, don't. It's still cut out, I'm sorry. If your house, containing everything you own, catches fire after saving your loved ones and your pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save one item. What would it be and why? What would it be? So, all people I love are people that are in the house, let's say it that way. Just because I'm living in an apartment and there's people that I don't love, but that live in the same house. you know, in a different apartment that I don't even know. But all people are out, all animals are out. Nah, I can't choose between my PC, Switch, Pokemon cards, and Pokemon plushies. Oh, a picture book. My favorite plushie. I don't know what I would choose. I don't think my Switch. Because I don't know how you guys work, but we have insurance. And they'll replace everything that burned. Or like they give you a certain amount of money and be like, that's how expensive your apartment is. So you can basically replace everything. But I don't know. Also, I would love to say, you know, like old video recordings of me or like picture books. Oh, like Lilura said, you know, books of pictures like of me and or my family. But I know they're at my family's place, and I think they might even be in a fire safe, like in a fire safe. That's a hard word to say. I literally cannot sleep without the plushie. Oh no, I never had a plushie that I could like. I was never attached to plushies. I had plushies, but I had them in, I don't know if you guys had them back in the days too. In IKEA, there was like this rounded little thingy that was like, that had like different holes in it and you could put things in, but it was made out of fabric and not, you know, wood or anything. And I had all my plushies in there, never touched them. Yeah, fair, but I would lose a lot of data from my Pokemon games, and I don't think I would be okay with being a lot. Oh, isn't that data somehow in the cloud of Switch? Probably not, but I'm just questioning because you have to do an account anyway. Couldn't you maybe get the data out of like the account without like saving the Switch? To be fair, I rarely play the Switch. I know Steam has a lot of things updated on a PC. I make backups of my data a lot. Well, to be fair, I should bring the backup of the data. You know, I might choose a painting from my deceased grandpa. Oh, that's a good one. I have two paintings I really love, but honestly, it would be sad if they burn, but it's not like I'm not emotionally attached to them. I'm trying to think what would be important to me. Like there's a lot of things. I have like a skirt I made on my own that is hanging on a mannequin right next, well, on the right of me. But I'm like, you know what? When it burns, it burns. I haven't burned it in a while. I think you cannot back up your Switch data unless you have the old console. Oh, well, I don't know. I was just guessing. Well, but as I said, a lot of my computer is saved somewhere, except for maybe I would take my data drive, like my external saving thingy. I probably would take this because I just did a backup of that like 2 days ago. So it's very much up to date and I wouldn't lose that much. I'm trying to look around my room and see if I have anything. Like obviously it's not just stuff in my room, but I don't think there's anything I couldn't replace. To be fair, nowadays, considering that those questions were made back in the days, back in the days when we just had, you know, smartphones and stuff. So everything was a bit less digital and a lot of things were still stored in papers. But back in the day, we have nearly everything digital somewhere in a cloud. Like a lot of things are not a problem anymore. Back in the days, you were like, oh, you need all, you know, all the data of that or all the papers of that. And then I get it. But these days, it's really more personal stuff. Yeah. But I like the picture book stuff. I think I would say that too if they weren't anywhere. But even picture books, that's not that big of a thing anymore. And if so, you make them somewhere digitally. You have them stored somewhere digitally. And then you could just print them out again. Well, my house is not on fire, so my stuff is safe. True. True. I can't tell. I also wanted to say, oh, I need my computer because of the code. But that's all on Git. Like, that's the perfect thing of Git. Like, you have your code online. You don't have your code... Well, you have your code locally, too. But if you, like, pushed it, it's online. I don't think... Pretty hard question, to be honest, right? I feel like once I stop streaming today and then walk through the house, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that one was important. That one I need. Oh, that one would be a thing. But right in a moment, I don't think, like, even when it burns, I don't think I would come up with something in that moment. I would be like, oh yeah, I need that. I don't think. But you know, you never know. But I don't think I would be like, oh yeah, I need that. That's important. Okay, we're gonna skip the next question because the next question is disturbing. I can read it out to you, but we're gonna skip it. Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing, and why? That's just a weird question. We're not gonna answer it. Okay, the next one is interesting. It's actually the last one too. We were quick getting through these questions. Oh, it's cut out again. I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me make the whole thing bigger. Can I? Hello? Why can I not? Why? Oh, there we go. Okay, no, I cannot make it bigger that way. How did I do it? There we go. And that one will just trick a little. There we go. Last question hype. Whoop whoop. There we go. Share a personal problem and ask your partner, Chad. Ask each other, there we go, advice on how or she might handle it. Also ask Chad or streamer to reflect back to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen. A problem. I have a funny problem. Are you ready? My problem is that this is the last question and I don't know what to do afterwards, if I should end stream or if I find something else to talk about. I have lots of personal issues, that's why I have multiple therapists. I am so sorry. I hope you managed to get most of the personal issues solved at one point. But I feel like otherwise, like a personal problem? I mean, it is a personal problem of mine, the one that I just shared. Otherwise, I could ask you how you would handle that. I have so too, but for now my world is on fire. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have one. Go ahead, Leor. We'll listen. You have a solution or a problem? I wonder. Solution or problem? Also, if necessary, I have a question. Sure. I mean, is that your solution of my problem, that you're gonna have a question so we can continue doing the just chatting stream? Secret affiliate stream? What do you mean secret? Oh, you didn't know. I was like, what do you mean secret? I literally share my schedule on Discord, but you're not on Discord, so never mind. Also, welcome in, Armory. Yeah, so we can continue. Armory, you missed half of the stream. This is literally the last question. So feel free to share a personal problem. You have a Discord? What? I do. And it's not even a secret stream. But to be fair, I did forget to put it on Twitch itself. I did forget the different schedule thingies on Twitch. So you're fine, don't worry. I'm lazy and when I'm trying to do better, it fails. You're lazy and when you're trying to do better, it fails. What fails? I'm a bit confused. You gotta tell me a bit more. What failed? So you're fine, Armory, don't worry. Also, me streaming on a Sunday evening is very off-brand for me. I think I never streamed on a Sunday evening before. So it's very off-brand. I kind of like it though. It's like ending the week with Expedia. No? I don't know. I feel like this is it's different, but it's like, you know. I guess my problem is code on a weekend. For me, it's hard, but I still got to do a bit more today. I am so sorry. To be fair, I did the same today. And my brain was on fire. Like, it was smoking because I was so dead. So I really hope you can solve your coding problem. And please don't ask me like anything because I don't know anything. I'm like maximum that I am is like a junior front end developer, like double junior. I'm more like a trainee. I'm just thinking of putting on a Dutch stream in my background as a white noise. Again, into it. You must know something. Yeah, do a Dutch stream actually. Try not to do multiple things. Focus on the small thing per day. I'll try to do this, but not always. Okay, wait, that's what I mean. I'm lazy at a few things, and when I'm trying to improve my performance or prove everyone I'm not lazy, I always screw this. Okay. Is it big things? Because if it's big things, what I learned is try to separate it. Let's say you have to do a paper for school. If you think about a paper and think about the hours you have to put in, you'll stop. But maybe, chop it. Like take a paper, write down all the tiny steps. For example, if you would write a paper, it would be just doing bullet points of the topics you're having to talk about, or bullet points of the different chapters you have to write. For example, like an introduction, the main part and the end, like the summary. But then in the main part there might be, I don't know what topic you would write about. The same you can do with work or even with laundry. If I personally, I hate doing laundry. If I think about laundry, I just know it's a lot to do. What if I if I destroy it? I don't do laundry. I do putting laundry in my washing machine. That's one task. And then it's done. Another task is hanging up my clothes. That's one task. It's not doing the whole laundry. And one more task is folding my clothes when they're dry. So it's 3 different tasks. It's not one task doing laundry. It's 3 different ones. And that, for me, it helps. Like, making them smaller helps. And also, if you have the list, best thing is to hide everything else. Do one step after the other. And if you are like me, do a timer. Tell yourself you now have, for example, an hour of time, and then do it in that hour. And if you want, even create a playlist and be like, that's the playlist. For small things that works. For example, I usually play a song and be like, in that time till the song's off, over, I have to have the whole kitchen, cleaned. And I don't mean scrubbing clean, but more put the dishes away, clean the pan that I just had and stuff. Maybe put each tiny task on a flashcard and slowly go through each one so you can't even see all the stuff. Armory, that's an amazing idea. That's an amazing idea. Okay, now I have 2 questions for later. Oh. There are study streams for this. They sometimes help, but sometimes distract. I see. Well, Armory, honestly, as much as I love to have you here, for me, watching a stream while I need to work is more or less the worst thing. I usually put on music, turn everything else off, and then focus on the code. Because if I watch a stream, I keep on chatting or anything. I can literally chat with someone that's doing a study stream. So I understand if you should focus on work and should go. As much as I appreciate you. I can't even listen to music when I'm busy coding. When I'm busy coding. I can, but also when I'm very focused into code, I completely forget that music is playing. Welcome in, Roundlet. How are you doing? So yeah. I made ramen. Ooh. What kind of? There's different ones. What did you put into the ramen? I just finished workout and showered, so I'll be here for 10 minutes, I guess. Okay, fair. I don't want to get rid of you. I'm just saying it's totally fine. Also, you're making us look bad, the ones like me that didn't do workout today, but maybe should have. How dare you? I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear. I wish I had ramen right now. I had chicken for dinner. Chicken and bread, which is a weird combination, I know. Onion, egg, and noodle. I didn't have much. Fair. That does sound delicious. That does sound delicious. Also, by the way, you guys, for those who just joined, we basically finished the 36 questions. And now, Marshmallow Gamer might have two more questions for us to answer. Unless any one of you still have problems like that we can solve together. Oh, this is not regular at all. Though my scrolling on Reddit randomly, I saw someone's progress pics. So I was like, "Fine, okay, I'll do it." And now you did progress pics too. I see. No. To be fair, sometimes that helps me too. Like seeing something like that motivates me. Or I learned, because I don't like sports, but I'm a big musical lover. I find like a dance workout that plays musical songs and then dances to them. And that helps me. I haven't done it in a while, but it helps me. Thank you for the lurk, Leo. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I guess it motivated me. I'm glad to hear that. I am glad. Oh, I feel so weird having a just chatting stream and nothing planned anymore, considering we kind of finished it. I feel so weird. It feels so different. So wrong. I don't know. First one is, what happened to your Pokemon Sword playthrough? I saw it at the bottom and was wondering why you gave up. Ooh. 5 more questions. Yeah, I should. Ooh. I hate Pokemon. That's all I can say to you. We're not going through the 36 question anymore. Hold on, let me turn that off. I'll come back to the question in a second. Where is that time based? Deactivate. No, I honestly, the thing is, I never played it when I was a kid, and I am very impatient, and the turn-based playing is really not my thing. Honestly, if I play a game, I just want to smash buttons, and also preferably in the easiest setting ever. Like, I play Horizon Zero Dawn on story mode because that's the easiest way you can win a fight, and I have fun if I win the fight. I don't need to get better at the game. And somehow Pokemon was a lot of grinding for me. A lot of, oh, I walked into the wrong Pokemon, let's run, or let's fight it, but I didn't like it. I don't know. Slippy! Hello, hello, welcome in. How you doing today? Why are you all so late? No, I'm kidding. If I knew, I would have streamed at 9. Pokemon! The weird part is even people are commenting. Wait, Slippy, you're German too? I somehow thought you weren't. This confuses me. No, I even had a lot of people enjoying me play Pokemon, but I just... I couldn't. And I still have friends that try to get me into Pokemon. I mean, it's not for everyone, so I understand. Yeah. I don't know. I really like... I could stream it. I could play it. But it would more be like I play it for you guys. I wouldn't enjoy it that much. And I feel like you can tell if I don't enjoy a game. And then it's not that fun. Unless it would be like a torture stream. And you guys just wanted to torture me with a game I don't like. I mean, I don't know. The good thing is you gave it a try. And that's all that matters. True. But also, one day maybe, I would rather watch you play games you enjoy. It's more fun, right? Right, I agree. I also tried Temtem. I didn't like Temtem, but a friend of mine bought it for me. Like, they love Temtem, and they were like, you gotta play it with me. Bought it for me, played like 2 hours with me, and then never again. And games like this, I play socially. If I don't enjoy a game, I'm okay playing it if I play it socially. So then it's more like I hang out with friends, and because they enjoy it, I play that with them. That's kind of the way I do it. Oh boy, Temtem is not the one. Why? Temtem is like Pokemon, but just, you know, off-brand, no? Isn't that the thing? What do you mean Temtem is not the one? So, Slippy, you just speak German, but you're not from Germany, huh? Or did you just learn a little bit? Did you just learn a little bit from some unicorn? I see. Temtem felt a little soulless to me. Pokemon felt a little soulless to me. No, actually, that's not true. Pokemon... I don't see the difference between Pokemon and soulless. Speak 4 languages. What languages? We already had that topic. True, but I forgot. Hold on. I'm trying to remember what languages you speak, but you're right. And we were also impressed that you speak that many languages. Now I feel embarrassed because I forgot. Ich esse Ramen, which is saying I eat ramen in German. Congratulations, Roland. You're still learning, but actually it's correct. Except for technically, you would start the sentence with a big I, and the R would be big too because it's an omen. Second question, you mentioned coding as well. Please tell me more, because I started with HTML and CSS, and it's cool to hear others about it. Also, I'm probably going to do an IT bootcamp at the end of the year, and that includes JavaScript coding as well. I only know a little bit. Like when I say I'm literally like a trainee front end developer at best. I know a little bit of CSS and HTML. I usually only work with Tailwind. Like that's the only coding language I work with. And I hate working with HTML and CSS without Tailwind. And I don't understand why people like it. I don't use capital letters. I don't care. You want to learn, sure, or you should learn. You learn German. You should do correct. Is that Dutch Armory? That's Dutch Armory, right? Ik eet ramen. I don't know how you say that. Never heard of Tailwind, to be honest. Google it. Yeah, HTML and CSS are good to learn the fundamentals. But, I mean, I agree. And that's also all I can say. I don't know more. But in the industry, you'll be using frameworks. Like what? Like React and Tailwind. That's what I use. That's what I use. These two. I use these two. I know C#. Why only C#? Out of nothing. C#. C#. Why? How did you learn C#? To be fair, I started with Python, but not really I started with. It's more like our program in university all of a sudden changed from being an old program to being like a very modern one that needed coding. And I was like, what? And then we had to learn Python all of a sudden. During my psychology studies, by the way, I coded once, never again. What did you code? I just keep building fun things you like while you still can. Honestly, that's the best way to learn. I'm doing websites, but also I'm like a web designer, so it kind of makes sense. And I wanted, the way I started is, I wanted to do no-code websites. And then I was like, you know what, that's boring. Boring in terms of no-code websites are sometimes very blocked in what you can do. So I wanted to learn what I can do on my own, what I can code if I just, design something and I can, actually code it. I actually have a book for JavaScript, but the first code never worked, so I gave up. And I'm just trying making things with HTML and CSS as a start. Once you get the HTML and CSS, I think it's going to be easier. I think the way I see coding as a beginner, I feel like I should put that in. I am a beginner coder. Please understand. I think coding or different coding languages works a little bit like your own learning languages in general. The more you learn, the easier it gets to learn a new one. Back while I eat dinner. Enjoy your meal. What are you eating? We had to code a website with information about ourselves. At school? Code? You learned to code a website at school with information about yourself. That is cool. Just use JSPin websites, click the JavaScript tab, and then click Run with JS. If you click console, anything your printed console will show up too. I used that today because apparently today I had a little school lesson for my boyfriend because he had to teach me. Hold on, I have to tell you the words. He had to teach me the differences between blocks and inline. there's like even a little drawing. The differences between block and inline, and the thing that I still not 100% get, but I think I get it a bit better now, is absolute and relative. For everyone not understanding, don't worry. I don't either. I'm eating rice, potatoes, and chicken. Ooh. I'm currently building a website for a zoo that doesn't exist. That's cool. I think the coolest projects are the ones that you can like creatively do whatever you want, but it's not really, well, if you ever like do that as a job, it's not really mirroring the reality, because you usually have a client that is like, I want this, this, and this, and this. I learned how to code, edit photos and videos, also how to make music with an app. You learned so much in school. I just used it as a quick notepad to run JS things. Fair. I actually learned Java, gave up after a few days. Understandable. Honestly, graphic design at work is much fun. Is much fun for me. Huh? What are you trying to say with that? Did I say something about graphic design? To be fair though, what I also learned, because I started as that designer, graphic designer kinda, I learned very quickly that if you don't know code, you're just gonna get you're just gonna get the thingy of, I'm sorry, but you can't code that. And me learning to code made me realize how many things you actually have to think about when you design something. You didn't, but you mentioned creative in work. Fair. Oh yeah, graphic design was the main thing we learned. Oh, it was a creative school, so we learned everything that went under it. Oh, that's so cool. I always like somehow now, like where I am right now, I somehow always wished I did a different job at the beginning. I think I would have been the best in like not coding itself, but there's one, I don't know how it's called Mediamatiker in German, but I don't know how it's called in English, which is basically doing videos, photography, graphic design, and a little bit of coding to do like everything. Basically, I would say basically someone that a social media influencer needs, or that a brand needs, like doing branding and stuff, like everything, all of that. And I think I should have done that as my first education. The problem with design is you want this to be performant as also and such. The problem with programming is you want the things to be performant also and such. I know. That's why I'm getting very frustrated. Like I was very frustrated with just, designing it. I had like this design in mind that was so cool. And then just only to learn that it's impossible to code, or it's possible to code, but it will just, make your website so slow that it's really not needed. So I was glad to learn coding, to learn what are like the pros and cons. I also learned to develop apps with a website called App Inventor. Also turned Lispa's Mac server and website to an app with it. Oh, cool. Media production, that's what I do at school with the side of business. Media production? But you don't learn code, do you? They learn code though, I think. At the end thing, we had to work with an existing company and recreate everything for them. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. That was the moment I realized I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. Oh no, I would have loved that. We are so different. I would have had so much fun with that. Oh my gosh. All right, code is the one thing we don't do. I mean, I don't know how much code they do, but they do some code. And I feel like I kind of regret not doing that. Designers I know who worked with us who haven't programmed might suggest things like heavy animation. I know. Functionality that might not work with the tech we have. I know. Or things that might not make sense. Also, designers often do the UI screens in like Figma. Same. But don't tell us interactions and such, which makes us reach out, like what happens if this clicked, etc., etc. True, that's a little bit the problem. Like even me as a design, like as both sides. I mean, what's cool with Figma is the developer tool that you can now see everything that's programmed. But also what I see with designers still do, they start with the web layout and then do the phone layout. Sorry, not the web. They start with the computer layout and then do the phone layout, which is wrong. You should do it vice versa. What I see the most though is designers being fancy, schmancy, cool, and not having the whole user experience in mind. I think the situation itself was very stressful for me, knowing it will be important for our end grade and the stress because COVID was at the same time. Oh, I understand. It puts a lot of burden on designers to know and show the whole flow and interaction, but it's kind of needed unless we are allowed to use our best judgment. I would have just used my best judgment, to be honest. But also, these days, everyone wants like animation, 3D animation. Why? I know it looks fancy, but honestly, fancy is not keeping people on your website. Fancy is just fancy for you and for someone to look at it for the first time. They will not understand. Hi, Isabella, I miss you. Oh, bye, I'm flying. See ya. Bye, Christopher. Have a good flight. I like how it was like, hi, Christopher. Bye, Christopher. Hi, Christopher. Bye, Christopher. Take a picture out of the plane for me, please. Maybe on the Nike or airport's website, which is one big ad, you can do flashy, strange animations. Yes, as long as you keep user experience in mind. Like, what do you want to reach with it? For example, I'm very bad at user experience right now because I have a question on here that isn't even needed. It's just confusing everyone. Like, they don't know where to look. You know? I love Apple's website. Really? What does Apple have as a website? Let me check. You want my feedback? My beginner's feedback? Can I share that somehow? Hold on. I have a thingy. I have to see if I somehow get information out of me when I share this. Hold on. I think we're good. Hold on. How do I share a browser though? Window. It should already do it. Why is it showing white though? Also, like, oh, hold on. We're not doing it here. We're swapping. Hold on. There we go. We do it here. That makes more sense. It's just sharing white though, and I don't understand. What are you doing here? That's very practical. Yes, we want white. What is this? I wanted to, oh, now I clicked something. Do you window capture? Well, technically, yes. It should. Is that wrong? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I accidentally went too far. That's the website we have. Animated on scroll. What do you mean? There's no animation on scroll. Also, we're not an ad for Apple. There's no animation on scroll. What do you mean? Can you go on the learn more? Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's such a design mistake, but not user-friendly. Oh, I absolutely hate that. I am so sorry. I hate that. That's like the worst. That's the worst you can do. It's okay for them because they earn a lot of money anyway, so it's fine. But this is not user-friendly. Let's say I want to know anything about the MacBook. The specs. How do I get, oh, actually I could click here. Fair, I could click here to get the specs. But my usual initial thing would be scrolling. So I have to scroll through all of that, and I can't even fast scroll until I get somewhere the specs which are here. I don't know, somewhere here, I'm guessing. That's too much text anyway, to be fair. And for example, and I know I'm a beginner UX designer, and this is maybe not really helping, but if you go on away from here to the starting page, I do a quick learning, and you guys can all do that too. I'm sorry this turns into a working stream all of a sudden. Close your eyes, open them, and pay attention to what you see first. If you close your eyes, open them, and tell me what you can see first. And then I'll tell you what you're supposed to see first. If I close my eyes and open them, what I first see is this. The blue text. Which, technically it's good. It's the call to action. Well, it's the call to action section. So the section itself is good. But I should see this first. Because that's the button. That's the action people should do. Like, they want you to go shop. But this gets lost. You can barely see it here. It gets lost, and that's actually bad UX. You're welcome. And yes, I am aware saying what's bad is easier than fixing it. And you can fast scroll on the side. Yes, I agree, but no one does that. To be fair, Apple is one big ad. The most glaring things I dislike terms. The most glaring thing I dislike terms are at the bottom of every page. It's huge. It should be a link. As an uneducated person, I disagree. Well, I'm glad you said uneducated. Just found Sweden's Apple website. There's a difference. See, why is that not a first call to action? What button? I don't know. Also, it's a lot. They have a lot of call to actions, and it's confusing. To me, that's confusing. Because you need to see what you're shopping for first. I don't see what I'm shopping for first. It's just text. People don't look at text. And you don't. What's the song, I may ask? It is To You From Me from Nathan Apollo. I can give it to... Hold on. Let me share the link to you guys. Okay, I have to get into it. I'll catch you next time. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. And have a good time with coding. I don't know. I see buy a gift card. I don't know where to look at. There's no hierarchy. There's no hierarchy. There's no hierarchy. I'm sorry. There's literally no hierarchy. But I'm not here to teach you how to do UX. I'm just saying I'm very passionate about it. And when someone like gets into that topic, I cannot stop talking about it because I'm way too passionate about it. This is like my passion. UX design, having a design made for the user and not just for fancy schmancy, is my thing. I cannot unsee it. It's so bad. It is so bad. Anyway, do we want to swap the topic from coding? But I don't know what topic we could choose. Hold on, let me just Google questions. I can ask ChatGPT to give me questions. ChatGPT, please give me questions. Hold on. AI Expedia. Well, you need to know how. You never know. I'm not locked in anywhere. It's annoying. Okay, fair. I was trying not to log in because I hate logging in, but somehow I have to. Okay. There we go. How do I make a new one? Can you give me a question? A deep question to enter. A deep question to answer. Let's see what they bring out. Oh, that's a deep one. Hold on. Honestly, I don't think I can comprehend that question. Hold on, I share it with you guys, and then maybe you can tell me if that's even an understandable question. It's not that one. How do your personal experience shape our understanding of the world? And to what extent can we overcome our biases to achieve a more object? I think I have to tell them a bit less deep. Hold on. I'm not understanding a question either. That one's better, but it's still less deep. Ignore the question. We don't get it. Okay, I have one that is a bit less deep, but it's still a little bit deep. What is one hobby or activity that brings you the most joy and why? I feel like that's a little bit deep. Everyone has like hopefully a hobby. We could talk about that in what we talked about that in one of my Synology classes. I don't understand what is even trying to tell me. Video games? That brings you the most joy? Fair. For me, it's making music, especially singing. I feel like singing calms me and at the same time brings me the most joy. Which is something I really enjoy, I really enjoy it. So yeah. Otherwise, art? Yeah. I mean, music is art too, so I guess yeah. What software do you use to make music? Who said I'm recording it? I don't. Well, I have my keyboard. No, actually, I would use Ableton, I think it's called. I haven't really used it in a while because I don't understand it. I think I'm bad at recording. I would really love, I would really, really love to write a song one day. But as everything, as every hobby, it takes time to learn. And I'm too lazy to learn. Or lazy. I'm just, I have other things that I'm more focused on right now that I don't really learn music. But I would really love to write a song. Even I would love to record a cover at 1.2. But I would also really love to write a song. My dream is to be a SoundCloud rapper. Can I then, Roundlet, can I sing the chorus? Can I sing the chorus and you rap? You'd be like, yo, rapping now, and then I'd be like, yeah. Right? Cass, thank you for still being here. Really appreciate it. I can't rap for crap. Oh, that rapped. Yo, I can't rap for crap. Yo. I don't know how to rap. I made a song that's been sung by a friend of mine. That is so cool. What a nice song. That's gonna be the lyric. My dream is to be a SoundCloud. I can't say it. My dream is to be a SoundCloud rapper. I can rap for crap. Lalamo. I am good with rhymes though. I can rap for crap. LMAO. I am good with rhymes though. Woo! I recorded a cover of a song from Final Fantasy VII. That's cool. Yeah, let's go. And then I'm gonna be like, I can't rap for crap. LMAO. I am good with rhymes though. The lyrics itself were fine, but when trying to sing it was off in my mind, so not per se a fan. The lyrics itself were fine, but when trying to sing it was off my mind, so not per se a fan. Wait, you mean you weren't a fan of your friend singing it? Or you weren't a fan of you singing it and that's why your friend did it? Full album when? That was just, a snippet. Full album will be released on October 25th. It's gonna be called LMAO. And it's an album of Roundlet featuring Expilia. My dream is for Lisbeth to cover my song. What song now? What song? To be fair, I have a recording. Now, she sounded great, but the flow was not good. When you read the text, it's fine, but trying to sing it was not good. You should call your first album Made Fair. The song that I write in the future. Look how brutal Roundlet is. She literally, I was like asking if I could sing her song, and she literally kicked me out and was like, you know what? No, Lisba has to sing it. My heart is broken. How dare you? How dare you hurt me on stream? Do this off stream. Just be like, yeah, sure. You're featured on the song though. Ah! She'll just cover it. Fair. No, I mean, I had a song once. but I don't even remember the melody. I wrote it, but I don't remember it. I feel like I am bad at writing. I am good at finding a melody. I am bad at composing. That's like, I'm only good at one part. That's the singing and finding the melody. When I have a text, I think I could write a melody with it, or like sing the song with a melody and have chords playing, but I wouldn't be good at composing it, like with a good beat, with good music, whatever. What's this song? It sounds familiar. Yeah, it's FNAF. If you want it's Join Us for a Ride from JT Music. I can again share. I'm glad the songs are always a topic for you guys, which means I don't do that much stuff wrong. My songs will be full of whistle notes. At least it's not full of beeps. Imagining having a song full of beeps because, you know, it's bad words to be beeped out. So you just embrace it and you literally write a song that fits into the beep. You know what? It could work. It could work. Oh, I have another good question. If you could visit any place in the world, where would you go and why? I feel like right now that's such a trend, so it's such a bad thing to say. Because I really want to go to Korea. And I know everyone wants to go to Korea. But I don't want to go because of K-pop or anything. I just think the culture looks really cool. And I watch YouTubers called Charlie. I don't know if you know them. And the Korean Englishman. It's the same people. And they kind of introduced Korea to me. So I really enjoy it. It's because I have listened to it not so long ago. Been in a FNAF mood lately. So I watch a lot of those from Jay-Z and Markiplier and some other animation form. Oh. I haven't played FNAF. I don't know if FNAF would be a game I would enjoy though. It sounds interesting, but I can't tell. Scotland? I always wanted to go to Ireland too. Ireland, somehow, I've never been. Never really did any like searching about it or anything, but somehow I have the feeling my heart belongs to Ireland, and I don't know why. I feel like I need to be there. I wanted to like live there with no information at all, just because I felt like I need to be in Ireland. I have no idea, but I this is me thinking I need to be there. I don't know. I'm planning to go to Scotland at the end of the year or next year. Oh, depends on how I get my vacation. That's cool. And the USA. I've been in the USA a few times. Actually, Brazil too. Japan, Brazil, and USA. I wanted to go to Japan for a long time. Now a bit less. Now it's more Korea. Because, you know, I got introduced to it. But Japan is also cool. Ireland is my number one place to go to, but that will eventually happen. Scotland sounds so good and nice. It's basically those two. Fair. But I feel like, aren't those very similar in terms of like, well, to be fair, when people say Italy and Spain, I also don't they sound similar? Both have like beaches and cities. Also Taiwan. I love Taiwan. I have a soft spot for Taiwan. Ooh. Also, I want to go to Hawaii. And again, it sounds basic, but I kind of regret I lived in Los Angeles for 3 months. And I should have gone then because that's so close. I should have gone for like a week or something, and I never been. And I kind of regret that a little bit because, you know, now going from Switzerland to Hawaii feels like a waste. So I would actually have to do like a longer travel to America and then do a little bit of Hawaii too. So I don't know. Feels like, I don't know. I visited Turkey, Cyprus, Hungary, and the Netherlands. Turkey was the first country I visited. Ooh, like my mom loves to travel. So we visited a lot. I've been to America 3 times. I've been to Turkey, I've been to Spain, Germany, France, Italy, Greece. More, but I forgot. Portugal, I believe, too. I have to think. Denmark. We've been to Denmark. I've been top Spain, Greece, France, Germany because I lived so close. By within 5 minutes, I'm in Germany. That's hella close. Excuse you. 5 minutes. I only visited Spain and Netherlands so far. A lot of people visited Netherlands. I haven't. I really want to. Oh, and Switzerland, of course. I was there a few years ago. Fair. I have no idea what the first country was I visited. I only know for my sister because she was like, or it's not, maybe it's not even the first one. I just know that my mom traveled to America when my older sister was just born, and she was crying the whole flight. Did you read my big messages? Big message? What big message? Which one? Oh, sorry. No, I also wanted to, I was looking for, the ones that you caps locked. I also wanted to go to Ireland, London, Helsinki, Warsaw, Vienna, and Berlin again, and maybe New York. Oh, I've been in New York, and of course Korea and Japan, but I always wanted to go to Australia. Australia is one thing that I'm not really keen to. Even though I love spiders, I'm like, I don't want all these animals there. I've been to Berlin too. I've been to Vienna. But you have been to all of them already and you want to go again? One of my favorite cities, though, is San Francisco. But you have to go in a specific time. I hate the Netherlands, and I live in it. Wait, you're from the Netherlands? Why are so many people from the Netherlands? Like, so many. I know. Like, half of my chat will be Dutch soon. Literally. Right now, not. But I just know a lot. I met up with internet friends in the Netherlands. Don't worry, we knew each other for 7 years already. It was funny finally meeting them in real life, especially because we're all from different places. I'm not even from Europe. I kind of want to go to Netherlands just because I have a friend there that I would love to meet, but also I feel like I've never been, so I really want to go check it out. And I'm kind of a little bit jealous because my sister just yesterday came home from the Netherlands. Can't help it. I'm Dutch. No, like, there's so many Dutch people I know. I'm even learning a little bit of Dutch. I'm not actually learning it, but I'm watching a Dutch streamer, and I realized that I understand a few words. But yeah, I'm a little bit jealous because my sister just came home from the Netherlands. And for those who live in the Netherlands or have been, if you have been to Rotterdam, a lot of my sister's friends recommended to not go to Rotterdam because apparently it's not pretty. And then my aunt, when she came back, my sister, she was like, why didn't you go? It's so pretty. What do you think? If you have been to Rotterdam, is it worth going or is it not pretty? My aunt said it's like little New York, apparently. Somehow. I don't know if that's true though. So I'm wondering. I'm really wondering. But I don't know. Also, Laura, 7 years is such a long time. New York is pretty though. I agree. I've been there once, I think. I only enjoyed Amsterdam when I was at the Netherlands. Like, you've only been there or you only enjoyed that one? New York is pretty. It's decent. I wouldn't say you lose if you don't visit, but it wouldn't hurt to go there for a day. Oh, fair. Fair. Like, I'm not planning to go right now, but you never know. We'll have a good one. A next good question. I was at many other places in the Netherlands, but Amsterdam was my favorite. Okay. I was mostly in The Hague, so I don't know. Amsterdam, I was only for a day. I don't think I've ever been in Amsterdam. No, what I sometimes mix up is I've been in Denmark, and somehow, even though it's not the same, Netherlands and Denmark for me are like so close that I'm always like, I must have been in the Netherlands. And then I realized, no, I've been in Denmark. That's the thing. And I was like, no, that's not where I was. No. Okay. For those who read, it's movie 2. Show would work too. Hold on. Book, movie, book, movie, or show. What's your favorite book, movie, or show? Or what is your favorite book? What is your favorite movie? And what is your favorite show? Actually, that's a better question. Oh, it was in Belgium before. Completely forgot that I was there for a competition. For a competition? For what again? Wait, you once told me that you did something, but I forgot. I keep on forgetting what you guys do. Oh, dance. Oh, yeah, true. Oh, that's cool. I have never been to somewhere because of a competition. I've never been good at something. Favorite book series is The Raven Boys. My favorite book series used to be Panem for a long time. And then it was, what is that called? Hold on, I quickly have to, no. Fates and Furies, apparently. That's the way it's called in English. Was my favorite after that, which was like a Greek god story. Now I kind of really like the Percy Jackson ones. Books. But I also swap. Every time I read a book, I'm like, or every time I read a book series, I'm like, that's the best book series I've ever read. I want to read it again. And then I read the next one, I'm like, best book series I ever read. I love the Alien movies, especially Prometheus. I just think aliens are cool. I never watched the Alien movies, but I'm currently reading a book about aliens. But it's a bit of a weird alien book. It's not a typical alien book. It's more like, instead of, it's brutally said, it's kind of like Vampire Diaries without like the two people love story. Like there's the werewolves and there's the vampires. That's ignoring no, not Vampire Diaries. The other one. The vampire book that I don't remember. But it's like somehow kind of gives me vampire story, but it's like aliens. Twilight, yeah, but without, the thing. I don't know. But it kind of gives me. My favorite book is a teenager's book called Captain Underpants, an American book series. My favorite movie is the Mario movie. My favorite show is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Fair. Save the cabbages! My cabbages! But right now, my favorite book are the Belladonna trilogy. Ooh. Belladonna. Is that good? It looks good. Ooh. I might need to read those. The Belladonna one. My cabbages! My favorite show is... No, hold on. Let's do my favorite movies. My favorite movies are feel-good movies. Those are movies I can keep on watching when I'm sad, when I'm happy. I'll stay happy when I'm sad. I get it's comfy movies. I always feel comfortable. I know what happens. There's no action and there's nothing. And that's like my comfy movies, which is To All the Boys I Loved Before. I can watch these 3 times a day and I feel comfortable. Nothing bad happens, or not really bad. Nothing too sad happens. They're comfy. Otherwise, like favorite movie, actually don't know. But I'm sure I have like a movie I like, because I used to love like when a man loves a woman, but I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't know how good it still is. I really loved Encanto when it came out and I watched it. So I'm guessing I have a lot of movies, but like my feel-good movie, my go-to, is To All the Boys I Loved Before, 1, 2, and 3. Now, for the shows, there's also a feel-good show, which belongs to the To All the Boys I Loved Before. There's also the books, by the way, but I didn't count them. Which is Exo Kitty, which on top of that is in Korea, but it's also the same style of show as the movies are, so it's also a feel-good one. So I feel good. Otherwise, I got reminded of Dark, and I gotta say that was a very good show that I enjoyed. I love Exo Kitty. Exo Kitty is my favorite show. I watched it 3 times in a row when it came out. No joke. Like, I started, binged watched it. As soon as I'm done, I binged watched it again. It was so bad. Movie, I don't know. I don't have an actual favorite. I mean, I usually didn't too, but To All the Boys I Loved Before, I recommend. They're so good. Like, hold on. If you like romance, where nothing happens, or nothing bad happens, To All the Boys I Loved Before is great. Same with Exo Kitty. You gotta understand the books, the movies, to enjoy Exo Kitty, I'd say. I need a second season. I don't know. I am okay with watching Exo Kitty over and over. But if I want something heavy, I can recommend Bodies. I just watched that. If you have watched Dark, it's similar to Dark. If you haven't watched Dark, watch Dark. What are you doing? But that one, The Bodies and the Dark, are both very heavy shows. Like very mental heavy, but also story heavy. Like the others, you can feel good, everything's fine. And those are very heavy and sometimes dark. I've never seen All the Boys I Love before, to be honest. Shame on you! You have to. I know Kitty is like adorable and cute, and you might not like the other song sisters, but you know what? Watch it. I don't watch much romance. Same. Technically, I don't like romance, but To All the Boys I Loved Before, that just got me. I don't know. I'm usually not a big romance. I like kids movies. This sounds bad. I like kids shows and movies because, again, feel good movies. Nothing happens. It's like rainbows, a little bit of rain, rainbows. That's like the story. Like adult movies, it's like darkness, bad, bad, bad. Even worse, darkness, bad, bad, bad. Kind of fix the darkness, bad, bad, bad. Kids movies, it's like rainbows, a little bit of rain, rainbows. That's like the difference how I see like movies that are more catered towards, you know, like action movies or anything. It's very heavy, and kids movies are not that. I watched XO Kitty for the hawk guy that fell in love with her and was on the plane with her at the end. Oh, I missed the old childhood shows. Like that's also why I like watching Gravity Falls. I loved Alexa and Katie, which is like I loved Liv and Maddie. They changed them so much. The kids shows? You like, how do you mean they changed them so much? I actually want to watch Rocky movies. Never seen them. I can't even tell. Also, brother was really hot. Her brother. Kitty's brother. Oh, I was confused. I was like, she doesn't have a brother. She still doesn't have a brother. But what? I got what you're trying to say. I was like, no, what are you watching? They do some of them again, but it's such a modern way in art style. It's just a no. The same goes with all the real life Disney movies. Maybe it's because I'm very nostalgic. I love the old Disney movies, so I hate the new ones. So I'm like, no, thank you. But maybe it's just me. I'm like, I'd rather watch the old movies than having a remake. Well, remakes are, it depends. Most remakes are weird. It's not even that they're bad. It's just we're used to the old ones, so it's weird. No? I feel like it's weird. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Bella Donna looks cool though. I still have it open. I probably read that one. That looks good. If I can. How expensive is it? Oh, it's not even expensive for like an ebook. And I prefer hard copies of a book, but they're expensive. So I sometimes am like, maybe we save money, you know? The author is coming to Germany in October. Oh, exciting. Oh yeah, it doesn't look like a German name. I was like, maybe she wrote, no. There's a kid show called Very Odd Parents that I loved. Fairly Odd Parents. Let me Google that. It doesn't ring a bell to me. Like somehow the name says a little bit. Oh, Cosmo and Wanda. Okay. I don't think we called it Fairly Odd Parents. I think it was literally called Cosmo and Wanda. Maybe not. Yeah, Cosmo and Wanda. That was how it's called in German. I think. And there's a new remake to it from 2024, and that remake sucks. Oh no. But yeah, that's like the Cosmo and Wanda one, like the fairly Odd Parents. I've never seen it like actively, but I don't know if it's true, so I'm not gonna spoiler anyone. I'm just saying I've seen the apparently end of it, and now I'm really into watching it. A remake is different than a reboot. What do you mean? But yeah, I feel like the new shows are more for kids now. And so they like it again. It's not actually a remake, it's like a spin-off. Fair, fair. I know what you mean, I think. I know what you mean. I understand. I've never watched them. But I also never watched SpongeBob. I'm sorry. That was like never something I watched. I think no one liked it in my I want to say my family. But yeah, like my sister didn't like it, so I didn't like it, so we didn't watch it. I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like that's kind of the thing. But yeah. I don't know. There's so many good kids shows. And sometimes I'm like very sad. I would wish that maybe there's something like that. But like, let's say there's like a website where you can be like, what was when I was, let's say in 2010, what shows, actually I can check that. I don't know why 2010, I just hope that's when I was a kid. Shows, kids shows aired. The Adventures of Chuck and Friends. The Avengers. That's not a kid show. Oh, it's Adventure Time. Aired in 2010. Alpha Block. Ask Laura. I don't know them. Babar and Adventures of a Bado. Ben 10. Ben 10 aired in 2010. Bolts and Blips. Captain Biceps. Chloe's Closet. I don't know half of them. Commander Clark. Dream Kid. Maybe I should not look at the English ones. But I was hoping G.I. Joe. I was like recommending anything. I don't. Inc. Invisible Network of Kids. Maybe 2010 is 2004. Hold on. Now I have a French one. What is this? 1 minute au musée. I don't know any of these. Aqua Kids, The Batman. Oh, Bibi and Tina. Wait, but apparently it's a German one. Well, but that one aired. Yep. I got that one. Bongo. Wait, was Bongo the thing I think it was or no? No, it wasn't the thing I think. No. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, Cartoon Alley, CO2, Creepy School, Danny Phantom. I feel like people know that one. I don't know half of these shows. I don't know where. I mean, they say where they aired, and a few of them are French. Yes, the old 2004 was the best. Okay, good. That's at least something. I like the old 2004 the most, but the reboot looks way better than season 8. Of what? Oh, the Wings. I've never seen Wings. Never seen it. Oops. The first Wings episode released exactly 11 months before I was born. Oh. I have a friend who loved Danny Phantom. I don't know half of these. There's one, what? There's one from, oh, that's India, Nickelodeon. Maybe that's why. Justice League rings a bell to me. Lily the Witch. Oh, it's a German one. Oh, Lily the Witch was cute, though. That's a German show. Lily the Witch. I don't know. I didn't like Danny Phantom, though. I never seen it. Wait, you've never seen them? I must be misremembering you not liking them then. Wings? I've started the reboot, remake, and that's not a remake. Reboot, you know, the actual real life thingy. I didn't like that. I've never actively seen Wings as a kid. Also, when I put in the same thing, I never actively watched Powerpuff Girls. Because my sisters didn't like it, so I couldn't watch it. Never seen them. I would be down to watch them though. But I never did it. Oh, the live action one on Netflix is bad. Yeah. Maybe. I would love to say, you know, let's watch them together and do like a Discord movie night. But technically a Discord movie night is illegal and I don't want to do illegal stuff. So maybe don't. We can all watch them together. If we all have it, we can all like play it at home at our own screen and then talk about the show afterwards. We could be like, watch season 2 or season 1, episode 1, and then at like 9, we all get in a call and talk about that episode. I need to watch Powerpuff Girls from the beginning. I haven't watched them since I was young. I haven't watched them ever, so I really want to watch them. The cartoon is way better. Really? I regret I didn't watch all of these shows in English. There was a show I loved as a kid. I'm pretty sure it's German. Which was like 3 witch wizards. And they had like a book. And they always did adventures with that book. Hold on, do I find that? German kids shows. Old. I'm trying to find it. I just don't know what it was called. It was so good. Oh, there's so many. Oh, that's gonna be forever to find that. Maybe it wasn't even a German one. There's so many shows. Half of them I've never heard of. Old witch childhood shows, that makes sense. Or magic. Oh, now I get animus. Oh no, but we're good, I think. Oh, Little Amadeus. Oh, that was cute too. Which was basically about Amadeus. Oh, that's gonna be... Tim Toller. I don't know if you had that. I love that. Where it was like... Hold on. Tim Toller was the boy that the laugh got stolen. That was such a good show. Technically, we could all watch it on our own TVs while being on VC. That's what I say. Like, that's what I'm saying. That I wouldn't mind. That we could plan. Like, that I wouldn't mind. Like, then we could all watch Wings. But I'm not okay with sharing a screen so everyone could watch Wings through me because that's illegal. Oh, Momo. Momo is an adorable book. I don't know if anyone read it. I loved the Benjamin Blümchen cake as a child, but as an adult, nah. Wait, there was a cake? I used to love Benjamin Blümchen. I used to like to listen to it. Also, that's a very German thing, but I used to love to listen to, or still, actually I still do it. I still love to listen to, the Wings one is free on YouTube, so that one technically, sure, we can plan that. If you want to, I am down. I am down to do that. As long as everyone watches on their own, I don't mind. I don't mind. I used to love listening to the 3 question marks. I lost complete track of the conversation. We're basically kind of talking about German shows. So, like, or no, actually, some of us are talking about German shows. In general, we're talking about the kids shows we used to love as a kid. Like whatever, or kids, anything you used to love as a kid that was like entertainment, we're talking about that. Especially shows. And I'm currently looking for one that I used to love that had like a magic book in it. And like there were magicians, but I can't find it so far. Okay, it's not in between until 2009, so it's after. Old 2010 or after. I love plushies since I was a kid. Does it count? It does count, whatever. I don't know what we're actually talking about. I don't know what... I went to a weird side. That's not what I want. Oh, that's the one I already watched. That's old. Also, I'm like... I don't know what it was called. I usually enjoyed it. Also, we talked about maybe having a Discord event for those who want and watching Wings together. But everyone has to watch it on their own screen because I'm not going to do something illegal and sharing my screen. So everyone just has to have Wings to watch. And then we talk about it afterwards. Because I've never seen Wings and I kind of want to. And apparently a lot of you guys are up for that too. But yeah. You mean watching Wings on Discord? Well, basically, everyone is watching Wings on their own. But while watching, we would all be in a chat. Like, we would all be in a call. We would all be in a call, but we would all be muted while watching it and then chat, about anything, being like, oh, that outfit looks great, or why did she say that? That's weird, or whatever you want to, chat. People who feel bothered by the chat don't have to watch the chat. And after the show is done, like, I'm guessing an episode goes like 20 minutes, we could do like talking about that. And maybe we could even say we're like doing 20-minute show, 20 minutes talking, 20-minute show, 20 minutes talking. So that way we would have like 2 shows or 2 episodes in a row or 3, I don't know. depending on how long the episodes are. I don't know. So it could be like, oh, I really liked that episode, or I hated that episode, or did you see how she discovered? Actually, I don't know anything about Wings, so I don't know. Wings is not for me. Actually, that's fine. I don't mind. They're around 20 minutes. I figured. But that's a good idea, right? Why can't you share your screen? I've known people do movie nights that way. You can. It's just highly illegal. And it's fine because people don't know. But I won't do it because I don't like doing illegal stuff. It's basically like you're sharing a movie in cinema without buying the rights for the movie. It's kind of that. I know a lot of people do it, but it's highly illegal. And they just didn't get catched because usually it's private Discord and people don't know. Like, but technically it's illegal. Unless you buy the rights to share that. I mean, if you're a big streamer, you might actually buy the rights to share that movie. I did illegal things that I regret about them. I mean, highly. There's not a highly or not highly illegal. It's just illegal. But you can't share your screen. I just did some project setup stuff. Whoop whoop. Project setup stuff. But if the show is publicly uploaded to YouTube by the original creators, would it still be illegal to share? I would have to learn about that and read about that. Maybe not. But then, honestly, just to be sure, why don't we just all share to each other? We'll say everyone just shows it on YouTube or something. I don't know. But if you like literally just share your Netflix account on Discord, yeah, no. It's different, and I know it sounds weird because if you invite people at your home to watch a movie together, you're allowed to do that. But because you're sharing it online on the internet, it's a different thing. Didn't know it was not illegal. Not legal. Well, Armory? A 10 out of 10, excuse you. I was around lit. Have you seen mine? Just so you don't feel bad. I share mine. To be fair, a lot of people don't know. And it's like, fine, as long as you don't know. But if you're like a streamer or have a big community, it's something I'd say you should at least be aware of. You can still do it. It's your thing. But you should at least be aware of. Lilura, what? We had the third 10 out of 10 today. Excuse you. Yeah, I know. But same goes with music. I'm having music in the background that is technically allowed to share by the creators. But a lot of people play music that is technically illegal again. But they don't get catched, so it's fine. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as long as they're aware of it, that's fine. I've only done it in a private group chat. Still illegal, but I know what you mean. It's a bit better. I feel like it's less bad. You know what? A 6 out of 10 isn't bad either. You guys are all doing good. Me with the 1 out of 10. It's like the first and only 1 out of 10 we had today. So yeah. I'm still trying. I don't know. I'm so mad that 6 doesn't reflect how I am right now. I'm so sorry. 6 is okay, but it's not a 10. Hello, I have a 1. What are you trying to tell me? I'm basically not allowed to be sassy today. I still am, don't worry. No, I feel like a movie night sounded always cool to do on Discord, but no. Fool! Demo! How are you doing today? How dare you say I'm a fool? The real sassy is me. You know, we already did 3 10 out of 10. If you have a 10 out of 10, I'm questioning the bot. You have to write a second S. A 5. Oh, I'm glad. Have you seen me? Have you seen me? Have you seen me? Huh? Don't feel bad. Have you seen me? Demo, what is your favorite show? No, hold on. What is your favorite kid show? Tell us. We need to know. Still better, see? What is your favorite kid show? What is it with you, caps lock? You just decide to keep on caps locking? Are you so excited to see me, huh? Is it that? I don't even know what my favorite kid show was back in the day. I just keep on remembering stuff. I'm like, oh, I love that show. Oh, I used to love that show. Oh yeah, that show. Either Chowder or Adventure Time. Chowder? What is Chowder? Chowder. If I put in Chowder, it shows me... Oh. Never mind, I found it. I've never heard of... Hold on. I've never heard of Chowder. What the frick is Chowder? I've never seen that. I have a question. Favorite band? Ooh, that's such a good question. That's such a good question. And I can even tell you. I have two. I go to sleep now. Hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you so much, Leo. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a good night. Bye. My favorite two artists or bands, technically not artists, bands, are Autoheart and HAR. Those are my favorite bands. For years. I love them. They're very, very good. I recommend to everyone. They cook weird food. Wait, on the show? And that's it? That's cool. To be fair, I never had Cartoon Network to watch when I was younger. So I've probably never seen it because of that. Also, I don't know, when was that show aired the first time? 2007? That's when I would watch. My top 3 is Hollywood Undead, Five Finger Dead, Punch, and Sabaton. Do I know any of those? I feel like Hollywood Undead, maybe. Hold on, I can go on I can just literally check if I have a saved song of those. I have a saved song. Bullet is one I like. Bullet is on my like list. I love Bullet. Hollywood Undead, Bullet. Yes, me like. There's a lot more they do, or a lot more shows. The Finger Dead Punch, I don't think that one does not ring a bell. No, that one does not ring a bell. I figured. And Sabaton. What? Favorite band? Nope. It don't ring a bell. Only Hollywood Undead. I have one song, and it's a brutal song. It's like, hold on, I have to stop music for that. It's like, my legs are tingling off the edge. Na 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 na. I don't know something, and I'm gone. My legs are tingling off the edge. Something about, unaliving. There's more shows? Oh yeah. It's a brutal song with a very catchy tune. That's the problem. I love the catchy tune. Also, I used to love My Chemical Romance. And I used to love 21 Pilots, but I don't listen to them that often anymore. I mean, My Chemical Romance, it's not a phase. I still love them. I just don't listen to them a lot anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Gravity Falls. I love Gravity Falls. Grimm's Adventure with Billy and Mandy? What is that? I've never heard of Grimm's Adventure with Billy and Mandy. Never seen. Somehow rings a bell, but never seen. Regular show? Craig of the Creek? I only know Gravity Falls, I believe. But yeah, my favorite top artists are HAR and Autoheart. And Autoheart is really I feel like not a lot of people know that band, and it's such a good band. Such a special music. And honestly, if I could, I would have to reach out to them, HAR and Autoheart, to ask, and I doubt that I would actually get through to them. But if I could, I would only play songs of them. Hollywood Undead is kind of emo rock rap. Yes. Finger Dead Punch is metal, and Sabaton is Swedish metal. Yeah, I'm not into metal that much. I'm more into emo rock rap, considering My Chemical Romance, 21 Pilots, Every song being a military story from World War II, etc. Really? That sounds heavy. I don't know, but that sounds heavy. No? I'm impressed how long. I love 21 Pilots. I used to love the old 21 Pilots. I'm not mad about the new 21 Pilots, considering it's more positive and it's less depression, which sounds like the artist is doing way better, which is great. But back then, when the old 21 Pilots was a thing, I was also more in depressive phases, so I loved them. I only heard one album. Which one? The newest? Some honorable anime. Full Metal Alchemist. I've never seen. I'm considering watching it, but I haven't seen. Bakugan. Don't know. Beyblade. Never seen. Dragon Ball Z's never seen. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Never seen. What about No Game No Life? Blurry Face? Okay, Blurry Face, you're fine. Blurry Face is good. Let me see which songs are on Blurry Face. Heavy Dirty Soul, Right Here in My Heart, The Judge. Oh, I love The Judge. Lane Boy, Local, Stressed Out, Dowd. And which one? Goner, Hometown, We Don't Believe. Oh, I love We Don't Believe What's on TV. We don't believe what's on TV. Oh, and Not Today. Oh, there's that's a good album. You chose a good album. Blurry Face from 21 Pilots is a good album. It's a good album. You're fine. You got through. But yeah, for those who watch anime, what is your what I can delete that again. Or hold on, let me change it. Favorite anime question mark. Answer, please. Also, don't get me wrong. I may listen to most metal, but I can listen to almost everything if I'm working. I listen to a lot of music. I like alternative and pop. I'm not that much of a rap person, but I do have rap songs in my like list. But my like list goes from like classical to musical to pop, rap, rock, metal, everything. But it's more like I like that song. I don't like the genre. The gender. I don't know how to say that. Music, no Phantom Word. Favorite anime of all. Wait. Musaing, no Phantom World. Favorite anime of all time. Really? I like No Game No Life. Myriad's Color Phantom World. It says for me. Translated, I guess. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Myriad's Color Phantom Mode. Yeah, I'm getting. I watched one episode of No Game No Life. And then you stopped. Why? Didn't you say you don't like animes anyway? It's Inatsuma 11 season 1 so far or Dungeon Meshi. I don't know half of yours. I don't know actually. Shame on you. Shame on you, Roland. I'm kidding. Oh, I feel like I would not enjoy Inatsuma 11 because it looks very much football. I hate football. Or soccer. I want to be American. Oh, Delicious in Dungeon, you like? I didn't. Like, it got better after like 4 episodes, but I hate when it takes a long time. Yeah, I know it by the title I typed, but got the same results when I Googled. Fair. Okay, I'm glad it's the same one. This is the second time you said shame on you to me. No! How dare you! I'm sorry! Shame on you! Shame on you! No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Like, Delicious in Dungeon, it got better with the story. I don't want to say too much because Laura just started it and I don't want to like spoil or anything. But I feel like at one point the story got lost at the beginning and they were like, story. Like episode 1, story. Episode 2, no story. Episode 3, no story. Episode 4, no story. Episode 5, no story. Episode 6, I don't know how many actually. Don't worry, Laura. I'm just saying stuff. Episode 6, story again. Shame. 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 I never watched that show though, but shame. Shame. I've seen the clip. That's all, okay? I could be like, I've seen it. I've seen the clip. That's all I know. What is Delicious in Dungeon actually about? Food? It's basically about surviving in a dungeon, and because they don't always have food with them, they're basically eating the animals, like the monsters in the dungeon, which is not really a shame, but somehow very badly viewed. Like, it's basically saying I don't know. It's just hard. They don't eat that. I don't know. I watch so little. I would be ashamed for... I watch so little. I would be ashamed for millennia. For the millennial? Or for millennia? What do you mean? What did you watch a little by? Food D&D almost. Oh, yeah. Dungeons and Dragons is food. Yeah, I see that. I watched so many shows as a kid. Also, I used to love The Doctor. But nowadays I got a bit bored. But that's the problem with long shows. I also used to love what is it called? I forgot the words. Names. By the way, you guys, I feel like we just reached the level. Hold on, let me check. It's 5 people, right? 1, 2. It depends. Okay, I have a question to you guys. First of all, I gotta check. If someone left again? No. But someone else? Okay, I have a question for you guys. My goal was, like, the goal to reach the level, for those who don't know, we have levels, is to have 5 new people in Discord. The problem is someone joined a few days ago and left immediately. Do we count that or not? Like, do we reach the level or do we wait for one more person to be 5? I let you decide, honestly. Because I feel like on the list it's 5 people. Someone left. But, I mean, it's the same person, but I don't know. Millennia is multiple millennium. Oh, really? I mean, I don't watch different stuff, so most stuff you guys have watched, I don't even know. In Inazuma 11 is about football, but with some super moves. Oh. Still, I don't think I like football. I've had it with these levels. Let's move on to level 11. That's what I think. It takes a while for the levels to continue. Also, guys, thank you so much for joining the Discord. I really appreciate it. Wait, on what? I feel like every time someone says wait, I'm like, don't move till they say something again. What am I waiting for? I agree with Roundlid. Do you also know that you get like... Oh, wait with the level till someone joins? You know, we're waiting for this levels a while, and there's gonna be a new level. And that one is made to be a little bit, you know, slow you guys down so you don't like rush through all the levels. But I feel like we had that level for what, a week, 2? 2 weeks for level 10 is a lot. I feel like we're doing it, okay? Are you ready? Level 10! Which also means we get a reward. Which I planned. I mean, I didn't plan, but I'm telling you what it's gonna be. I decided, probably even regular, but for now, just once, to see how it goes. I really want to do community game nights. So we're gonna plan a community game night. I'm gonna share in Discord when and what. I also don't know what game I'd say. We're really depending it on who joins. If we're just like 3 or 4 people, we might play a different game, check who plays what game. If we're a lot, I would really love to play Goose Goose Duck, which is Among Us, but for free, and it's a bit cooler. If we're not that many, I kind of have to figure out games that are for free but fun, if we're less, because Goose Goose Duck, we really have to be 6 or more. Mario Kart? I can't play Mario Kart. Honestly, we could also do Scribbles or anything of that. Like, we could really check whatever games we want to play. Wait a second. A second on what? I'm waiting. Also, I'm gonna like release what the next one is. Hold on, give me a second. That is the FNAF. One rap in the background. But yeah, I know. I have FNAF. Also, welcome in, Mandy. How you doing? Oh, let's get canceled or what? Cards Against Humanity? I mean, I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I don't mind people having my... I love Sakura's card capture. I'm rewatching it right now. Really? Card capture? I don't know. Oh yeah, Demo. I don't know if you already did it today, but it doesn't change. For now, it stays. It will not. You'll not get a 10 if you have it on one stream. Okay, let me quickly let me focus, guys. I need to do the level thingy. Where's level here? Edit, so you guys can actually see level 10. Or well, how to reach level 11. Disable and enable. Now you should able to see it. Well, you two are... Stop it! You're too early! Did you just say I don't mind to card against humanity? Who are you and what did you do to Expelia? I don't mind to card against humanity off stream. I don't do it on stream, but I don't mind my community knowing stuff. I can tell you one thing. Card Against Humanity. Wait, is Card Against Humanity? I think I have the wrong one in my head. Forget it. Cards Against Humanity is the one. No. I meant the trolley problem one. That one is very controversial. But honestly, my feedback is basically, yeah, I have the wrong one. I meant the trolley problem, which is if there's kids on one side, I'll save the kids. I'll always save the kids. It's literally all I can say. The worst thing is getting cancelled. Well, I have an opinion, and I feel like I'd rather have people leaving me because of that opinion than being like, okay, I didn't know that you had that opinion. I mean, I don't 100% mind everything, but still. I'm like, no? I don't know. But I feel like we're probably more gonna play something fun, like Goose Goose Duck or Scribbles or... My Sasquatch has been ruined. Demo, you didn't listen to me. I literally told you I changed it. It doesn't reset. It resets after stream. You can only do it, well, you can do it multiple times, but it will always give you the same number per stream. Or Pokemon. I don't have Pokemon. Gartic show, please. Wait, Gartic? I don't have Gartic. I think I need to have that, right? I don't have that. We're just gonna play whatever. I'd say I'm gonna share... I'm gonna do a poll at one point. Oh, it's free then maybe. I'm gonna do a poll at one point, giving you a few options for when it's possible to do, and then you guys just, you know, say what day would work for you if you want to join. Obviously, you don't have to join. And then depending on who shows up at that day, we kind of check how many we are and what we are up to play. And if something, like someone doesn't enjoy something, you're either free to leave or we check for something else. I mean, we're not going to be like, if we're looking for games for like an hour, I'm going to be like, okay, we're just choosing something. And whoever doesn't enjoy it, it's fine to just watch or go. The vote will be rigged. Why? The vote is not what game. The vote is only for when. Can you even vote? You're not even in Discord, Timo, right? Or are you? Am I missing something? I feel like you're not. You cannot even vote. I'm sorry. You cannot vote. I don't know what you're doing, but you cannot vote. If people don't like it, they get banned. Yes! No. I am the at everywhere. You am the at everywhere? What? Did I miss that? I feel like I don't have you in there. I mean, it's fine. You don't have to. Yeah. Tulsi, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it, and welcome in. If you just joined, if you're already in here. I don't know what madness you got into. I don't know what madness you're watching. But sure, if people don't like it, they get banned. Also, hold on, I wanted to Google any Sakura's Card Capture, which is her favorite anime, I'm guessing. I think that was anime, right? I've never heard of that. Oh, hold on. That's the wrong one. Does it never... I want to know what the story's about. It doesn't show. The alert confused you for a second. Is it loud? I like the alert. Card Capture is a mystical adventure. Ooh. They will be sent to the Shadow Realm. Yeah. That be gone. Be doomed. No, but honestly, if we have a few people, it will be so cool to play Goose Goose Duck, which is basically Among Us, but with sound, like with proximity chat, so you can talk to each other, and it's gooses and or ducks, depending. And otherwise, we find a game. I am sure we can find a good game. Don't worry. Hi Toasty, how are you doing? Welcome in, and thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. If you are in, like, if you want to, feel free to tell me what your favorite anime is. I always forget everything I did. I won't be any good in Goose Goose Duck. Don't worry, me neither. But you know what? It's fine. We can have fun. You know, every time I am the trader, what is it called? I don't know, the one that has to do the stabbing. I chicken out, kinda. Then I don't do anything. I'm like just acting like a I literally help doing tasks and then I lose because I never did the pew pew like the stabbing thing. Because like I'm scared of getting catched so much. Go on Hypixel and play Bed Wars, filling a full lobby. I don't know if anyone wants, like, if people are up to it, sure. I would literally say let's check. I don't watch animes. I have nothing against it. Just American dramas have me hooked. Like what? Then tell me what American drama is your favorite. Then I feel like there's a lot of people that don't like animes or don't watch animes. I also haven't watched in a while, and I have phases. Sometimes I love watching them. Sometimes I don't. The way I got into animes is I watched a lot of, I would like to say Ghibli because I googled how to say it, but basically it's Ghibli, but apparently in incorrectly you would say Ghibli. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, never watched it but seen it. That's an old show though. Oh, I mean old. 1997. Oh. What is that? What are you... Wait, most hated game as the next question. I mean, sure, but you gotta promise to behave and just and not, no, you know what? If you behave, otherwise I'll time you out. If you guys are gonna hate on each other, I time you out. Okay? Or I just change the question. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is the best, really? Oh, I used to love, that has nothing to do with that, but it just reminds me of it. I used to love... Frick, I forgot it. I forgot the name. Hold on. Teen Wolf. I always thought Teen Wolf is such a trash show, but I love it. Absolutely adore it. Most hated game, Genshin Impact. I thought you're gonna be like Sims 4. Roundlet, also, I said behave. Behave. Oh dear, Teen Wolf, I loved Styles. I loved Styles. Styles was like, I feel like Styles was one of my first on-screen crushes. Styles was like, I loved Styles. I absolutely, like, I don't know. That was like my first on-screen crush. Oh, did I spell it wrong? Roundlet, you're on the naughty list right now. No, Scott was better. I didn't like Scott. I mean, don't worry, it's totally fine. But I really, really, really preferred Scott. Scott was so cute. Mio really makes some vapid games, in my opinion. No, some people love them, but I don't know that many games. But a game I played that I didn't like was Pokemon. But I'm not gonna say that's my most hated game because you literally all cancel me if I do that. Closely followed by Angel and the X-Files. Ooh, the X-Files. X-Files. I feel like, is that the thing? Oh, I think my boyfriend watched that. Yeah, I watched a few of them, but then like I watched one of the X-Files shows and then I thought, apparently the X-Files always have like a little something at the end of every show where you're like, okay, what happens next? But they never explain it and it never continues. And I was like, so when will that show up again? My boyfriend was like, never. That's just how it is. And then I hated it. I didn't really hate it, but I was like very frustrated. I always end up liking the nerdy characters the most. So you did like Styles. Yeah, Styles. Styles is just Styles. I don't know. He was, I think sometimes he also reminded me of me because, basically ADHD. I didn't like Outlast 2. I had to sleep with the lights on for a week. So no! Darn, I fooled myself. I can't say any. Demo! How dare you? I tried Sendless Zone and I didn't feel like there was much game there. I like how you all behave. I don't know. Is there really a game I hated? I mean, I don't like Apex. But I don't like Battle Royale in general. So I feel like that might be it. And I'm not saying it's a trash game or anything. I'm just saying I didn't like it. I don't think there's any game that's really bad. It's just I don't enjoy that style of game. I'd like to say I don't really play horror games, but also I'm not that scared of horror games. I'm more scared of horror movies. I don't watch horror movies. Hate is a strong word though. Hate is a strong word. I don't really hate games, but there are games that I just didn't like the experience. Hi, welcoming Salt. How are you doing? I'll play a horror game on Halloween. It's Luigi Mansions or something. That's not a horror game. That doesn't count. Ron, let's stop telling everyone you play a horror game if you don't play a horror game. Doing great. What about you? Doing amazing. Do you want to share what's the game you like the least? If you want to, Salt. We're currently all sharing the game we like the least. Next would be the game we like the most. It's Spooky as Ghost. No! The other one? What other one? Mario mentioned, Luigi's mentioned too? That's a very good question, right? You're also just allowed, don't worry. This like sounds better than hated. Let's put most dislike game. There we go, we're a bit less brutal. Either Valorant or Apex. Oh, you didn't like Valorant? I don't hate Valorant, but I don't like Apex. They are, I like Valorant, I just don't like the magic parts of it, like everyone having different features. I don't know which game I don't like the most. I mean, usually you don't play games you don't like, right? Maybe Elden Ring? Hot take. Wait, as a roundlet scary game? Or as not liking the game? Imagine Ronald gonna be like, I'm playing a spooky game at Halloween called Elden Ring. Oh, I don't really Overwatch 2. Oh, I don't really like Overwatch 2. Don't kill me. I don't mind. I literally don't mind anyone hating a game. I would just be confused if you'd be like, I like if you'd only show up for my Zelda Breath of the Wild streams and then be like, I hate that game. Then I'm gonna be confused and be like, why do you watch me then? And especially, why do you only watch me play this game while I play other games too? Like, why? Are you trying to torture yourself? That would be like a weird thing. Otherwise, I don't mind any game you don't like. Favorite franchise? Okay, hold on. We're swapping it. Most liked game. What is your favorite game? Okay, maybe favorite game. There we go. What's your favorite game? Oh boy. I can tell you my top 3. Which changed though? I'd say Minecraft. I really love Minecraft. Hollow Knight. I absolutely adore Hollow Knight. Oh, there's one more that I love, but it was a one-time thing and I always forget about it. It's like a puzzle game, and because I only played it once, I kind of forgot the name. But then it's like Subnautica and Grounded are like at the same level. I really enjoyed it. I always joke about hating Heavy Rain, even though I don't know. Mario Galaxy is your favorite one. Minecraft, Toasty, I agree. From my soul, like I want the linear For my soul, like I want a linear journey. We don't need Souls of the Wild. The game has so many aggressive and instant startup enemies. Oh, everything in between the boss fights are very ugly environments. Oh no. Which are the biggest pet peeves with Elden Ring. Oh, fair. I lost my Subnautica game. You're somehow trying to make me angry tonight. Pokemon, Halo, and maybe Castle Crasher third. Third bit unsure. We could play Halo together. I just realized. Actually, no, I don't have them. I only have them when I have the Game Pass, which I don't always have. The Game Pass got more expensive and now I'm kind of boycotting it. I don't know what my favorite game is. You can pick the favorites top 3 if you want, if that feels better. Like top 3 to 5. I don't know how many you need. Just maybe not top 100. That's a bit too much. But up to top 5, you can also give me your top 5. It's fine. I went with franchise if that helps. Fair. I was like, yeah, you didn't have Conan Exiles in there. You used to tell me that you like Conan Exiles as your most like game. Exalt. No? Am I wrong? I don't mean to be annoying, but doesn't favorite have a U in it? Probably. You know, I do a lot of typos. I also, at one point, if I point it out, you'll see it. I type a lot of, I think that. Instead of you, I type a lot of that. Favorite and favorite are both good. You'll see a lot of typos. It's okay. We just, look over them. We look over them. I like TF2. What's TF2? Team Fights? Team Fortress? Minecraft? Fable? FNAF. I'm considering playing FNAF at one point, but I don't know if FNAF is a game for me. But that would be a horror game, so we could technically play it on Halloween, no? Wouldn't that be a thing? And Bendy Games, it belongs to FNAF, right? But above all else, Hollow Knight takes up all the place on the top of all Pantheon games. I like Hollow Knight. Favorite is Pretty English. Favorite is Chunky English. Which one did I do? I did Chunky English. I'm sorry. Horror games! It's not a typo. It's just, I want it to be Chunky English. I don't know. Or Yankee English. I don't even know how to say it. I'll be quiet and eat my British beans on top. As said, just ignore the typos. There's going to be so many. Unless you don't understand what I'm trying to say, then you should maybe ask. Oh yeah, excellent. We managed the levels. And the reward for level 10 was Community Games Night. I loved Outlast, Black Ops 2 for nostalgia, and Animal Crossing because nostalgia. I can't play Animal Crossing. But also, you can literally haunt me with cozy games. I don't really play cozy games. I can play cozy games as a social event. I can play Stardew Valley with friends. That's fine. I will never play. I used to play it on stream. That was my first game I streamed. And I liked it back then, but at one point I was like, what am I doing here? I don't like cozy games. And then I stopped, and then I started playing more, survival games. I played it a lot on the DS. On the DS? Oh. Oh, I didn't start the dice. Never mind. Give me a second. Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can do it now. I was wondering if there was a timer or not. Maybe. I don't think though. Oh, per user, 600 seconds? That's 10 minutes? Per user, 10 minutes. Per user, 10 minutes. Minecraft is cozy. Yeah, but I like to play it with mods, and then I like to have I think there's even a timer telling you how long the timer still goes. Send a chat message when on cooldown. Yeah, it tells you how long. The real question is Dark Souls when. Timo, I feel like we went over this. I think no one will enjoy watching me play Dark Souls. You'll have fun for the first 10 minutes, and then you'll realize I'll never move on from the first boss, and then you'll get bored. I'm telling you. Dark Souls is not fun watching. But I understand your cozy thing. I can't play just cozy. I always need something with it. Yeah, I don't know. Minecraft can be cozy, yes, if you play it dependingly. But I like to play it with mods, which is a lot of action, a lot of new stuff, a lot of new information, which I like. Because normal Minecraft, I kind of got bored of it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know. I kind of got bored of it. But yeah. I could also say Mario Kart because my whole family played it always. Oh. I don't think I've ever had a game my whole family played, but my family wasn't really gamers. Oh, DBH was a lovely experience? What's DBH? DBH. Minecraft? Isn't that what a German says when their car breaks down? Minecraft. Somehow I don't see that. Is that what a German says when their car breaks down? Minecraft? Craft? What are you trying to say? Oh, Detroit become human. Cancelled! It's okay. Then I get cancelled over Minecraft. Also, I barely play Minecraft on stream. I always want to, but I realized I am just not a Minecraft streamer because I am too into the game, and then I forgot chat exists. Minecraft German car, huh? Right? I don't get it. I don't know what you're trying to say. I am confused too. Lilura, I'm confused too. Armory, what are you trying to say? When a car breaks down. What? I'm trying to figure it out. Mein card? Maybe? Oh, to be like mein Auto. My car, like mein Auto, my car. No. I didn't mean to put, I mean, it worked. Mein Auto has kaputtet. That is a very good German. It's basically saying my car has braked. Car isn't even German. I know, that's what I'm saying. Mein Auto. Mein Auto, I don't know. My car has braked, is what Roundlet said. Basically in the same words. To be like, it's not a good German. It's a cheesy joke. It was good. Trust me. I don't get it. Joke denied by the clown community. I'm so sorry. Yeah. We are all confused. We all want to know what the joke is about. What is the joke about? Tell us. Can we just say that's the longest just chatting stream I've ever done? I feel like 3 hours is a long for me. It's a long while. Like, I'm still trying to figure out mine. I think it's something about mine, but I don't get it. Minecraft, because a car has force. Oh, craft in English is like a vehicle. Oh, and mine is a German version of it. So Minecraft, like my vehicle. Oh, yeah, we didn't get that. We don't know English enough for that stuff, okay? We only know easy English, and craft is not an easy English. Oh gosh. Whew. I'm getting warm. What is English, right? What is that? What is that language? How does someone know this language? No one knows. Oh gosh. I read up milk cartoons. Oh gosh. English being confusing. Okay, you guys. Are we maybe ready to end stream? I don't know. Apparently I don't know English and German. Nope. Okay. Then tell us the next question. What are we talking about? Tell us the next topic. And it has to be a good topic. I need to sleep, so yes, I agree. It's 11 in the evening. We can do one more question. If Demo has a good one. If Demo doesn't have a good one, we end stream. Bring a good one, Demo. The pressure is on. Everyone is looking at you. I'll just check my TikTok. My new fan edit just got 500 views. Oh, congratulations. I'm waiting for the Prime Minister any second now. 500 views, that's so good. Congrats. Demo, pressure is on. I'll check who I can raid in the meantime. Because I'm not sure if you figure something out. Who could we raid though? There's not a lot of people online that I haven't just raided. Just finished a game and don't know what to do. Go to bed? Maybe? I don't know. Sleep? You know, sleep is for the weak or something? I don't know. Relax? I don't know. I'm not tired. We'll go for a walk maybe? It's a bit dark. Maybe don't go for a walk. I don't really have. Do 1,000 press-ups. Yes. I don't really have someone I haven't rated in a while. I could do a just chatting one, but I don't know. There's one called Love Therapy and Advice, and I'm not sure if that's like a, you know, when do you next stream? Well, thank you for asking that. That's actually a good question. And I might even have, hold on, I have my schedule on my Discord, but I can also tell you next stream will be Tuesday at 7 p.m. my time. I don't know. Now it's 11. Whatever time is it for you, and then you just add or minus it. 7 at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, we're gonna play Zelda Breath of the Wild. At Wednesday, 7 p.m., we're gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn. And on Friday, we're gonna do 8 p.m. We're gonna do Zelda Breath of the Wild. For those who are new in here, I usually try to do like a little just chatting section before I start playing the game every stream. But it also depends who is in and what we're talking about. And next week will not be any cooking or just chatting stream. Because, unless I like feel so and do one spontaneously. But because, you know, I just wanted to play Zelda. Gotta be honest. Not that I don't chat while playing a game, you know. We all know. There's Boris next to me. I better not go on a walk. And Brian left with a note that says, no thanks, and left. For what? For the question? Or for my streams? Question, should we keep daylight savings time? Or if we had an extra day off, should it be Monday or Friday? I don't think it matters if it's Monday or Friday. It's 3 days anyway. And it's just at one point for your body, it's just going to be 3 days off, 4 days work, 3 days off, 4 days work. So it doesn't matter if it's Monday or Friday. It's always going to be the same rhythm. So it doesn't matter. Because if everyone has an extra day off and it's the same day, it's always going to be like, let's say you have Friday off, then Thursday is going to be your, is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday is going to be your thing. The correct answer was Friday. There's no correct answer. What do you want from me? No. Also, should we keep daylight savings time? I don't mind it that much. I know a lot of people do. I don't mind it that much. So sure. I'm not that mad. It's sometimes a bit confusing, but you know what? It's not that much of a pain. The what? The hangover day. Monday hangover day, fair. But you could also go party on, like, are you really gonna do Monday hangover day, or are you just gonna go party on Sunday too? I don't mind daylight savings time either. All my stuff changes automatically. Same, and I agree. I have a problem. Oh, I opened the wrong thing. I don't know who to raid. I literally don't know, and I don't know if I'm just gonna tell you touch grass. If I'm gonna raid you to touch grass, which is basically go outside and enjoy the weather if it's not evening for you, or enjoy the night. I don't know. How was the fall? That's a good song, no? It's kind of dark. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, read a book. Touch grass, read a book. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. Touch grass, read a book, do whatever you want. But again, if you want to and you haven't yet, feel free to join the Discord, especially if you want any updates on when I stream, or if you want to be part of the community night, which will, by the way, be off stream. We're not going to do the community night on stream because I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with having their voice on stream, so we're not doing that. I wanted to share the raid commands. I mean, you can have them, but we're not raiding, so you can just have them for fun. Have fun with your raid commands. Next time I will take the sassy crown. I'm counting on you, Demo. So, thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Bye, Toasty. Bye, Demo. Bye, Armory. Bye, Lilura. Bye, whoever was in here. Roundlet. I don't know if it was still in here. Bye, everyone, and have a lovely Saturday evening or Saturday, whatever. Bye. Where do I get to end it?